What's going on, my people? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. All right, man. Listen, hope everybody having a blessed Saturday morning, man. Listen, we gonna get real deep in this shit today. Like it's tiring at this point with sellouts, and it's tiring, getting real sick and tired of white people playing victim. Their ancestors has never been slaves in this country. They never have been through oppression. The only reason that they even actually struggle, hold on, people, my bad, I didn't have my lights on. The only reason they even living poorly is mainly because of their white privilege, their white privilege to continue to keep voting financially for hate, right? They vote more on their emotional hate for others than actually their genuine pockets. And this ain't all for all white people that do that, you know, because you got rich white people that's hateful too. But I'm talking about, you know, the so-called blue collar so-called white folks that bitch and complain about shit that don't have nothing to do with them. But anyway, people, this whole notion of black fatigue, is it real? And then you see I put there slash is cooning is cooning, is they real? Is Coons, is they real? Because it's one thing of racist ass white people pretending that they're frustrated with black folks or they fatigue from black people, when we choose, believe it or not, real black people don't really want to be around racist ass white people. I don't know why they think that. Even if we in your neighborhoods and we live at our houses, we don't really want to fuck with y'all like that. It's okay. You don't fuck with us, we won't fuck with you. We those type of people. But we do have coons that want to be a part of what you do, and they should be the ones that you should be fatigued from. But let's get into this. Is black fatigue, is it real? Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, Brother Bell? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm trying to fix that shit. I don't know what you mean, but okay. But let's get into this. Oh, matter of fact, I'm sorry. Jason Whitlock decides to have a panel, and he decides to bring on some coons, and I don't even know how to feel about Dr. Boyce Watkins anymore, but let's listen to their whole analogy of black fatigue, how they perceive what black fatigue is. Let's move on.
1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. All right, let's get into this panel discussion about black fatigue. Let me welcome Anton Daniels, Boyce Watkins, Shamika Michelle, and Virgil Walker. Anton, have you been on the show before? I can't remember. I think you have. I know everybody. Obviously, you have not?
I haven't. First time.
Oh, Well, welcome and long overdue.
And look how giddy and happy he is to be on another Coon show. But you know, these dudes are ridiculous. Let's just move on, man.
Glad you're joining us. And so, Anton, since you're the rookie, I'm gonna let you answer the first question, and then everybody jump in. I will ask, because there's so many of us, that everyone try to not filibuster, and try. I'll pass the ball back to you often. Let's try to speak in 2 minutes, 90 seconds, 60-second sound bites, and you'll get the ball often. I said a bunch yesterday. I want to hear from you all. And so,
and listen, and let me say this. I'm really, really triggered by this because I'm still trying to figure out and this goes for Dr. Boyce Watkins and a whole bunch of them. Why is the real black people sitting here with sellouts trying to get our point of view out to their audience? Their audience is a bunch of racists and sellouts. I don't understand why people think that somehow black folks think it's okay to go on these platforms. Like they want the clickbait. They don't really want to have real discussions. Listen, everybody that's on this platform most likely has made up their mind or where they stand at. Now, you have drifters and shit like that. I get that, but they made their mind up to be drifters. So what is the point of having these panels full of people to argue back and forwards about where they stand at and they stand on it? Like, I'm not going to, when they're not having panels to try to change other people's minds. You're not sitting there with people that have open minds. And even the people that does have open minds, some of the shit that comes out of these coons' mouth, it's like, yo, like, nigga, we can't have a conversation if that's what you want. Like, you're not even rationally thinking. You live in a bubble. But anyway, let's move on.
Anton, I'll just start here. The whole concept of black fatigue, is this a real concept, or is it just something that's happening, or is it just a social?
First of all, black fatigue is black people shit. Just like they took woke and try to turn it against black people. Like they try to turn the N-word against black people, so we can use the word now, right? And they're mad about that. So now they starting to want to use the word again. They say, well, it's freedom of speech. Y'all use it. We use it amongst ourselves 75% of the time. I don't like when black people use this shit in certain places where they shouldn't be using it. You get what I mean? It's not cool. I don't like this shit. Right? Now, the other part is, every time we take something or we create something, white people, you always come in here, not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all, always come in here and try to take out shit. You prove black people's point all the time. We can't have shit because you always keep trying to steal out shit. You had these white TikTokers talking about they black fatigue of black people. Like, nigga, we don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all care more about what the fuck we do than we give a fuck about what you do. We don't affect your life the way you affect ours. And it's not playing victim. These are just facts. You the same motherfuckers that be we in stores, you won't mind your business. You won't mind your business. You're out here looking at us, wondering if we stealing. We ain't even thinking about if you stealing or not. We don't give a fuck. Approaching people, telling people where they can and can't park at. Why are you in the neighborhood? We don't do that shit. That's y'all shit. Y'all worry about us more than we ever even give a fuck about y'all. Don't be telling me that you black fatigue of black people. We don't give a fuck. Number one, we don't give a fuck. Number two, the reason that you tired of hearing black people, you don't like that we have a voice. You don't like that we free. I get it. But the other part is, you just mad that black people ain't scared of you motherfuckers like these coons are. That's all you mad at. That's all you mad at. Don't tell me about black fatigue. You fatigue the black people. I'm so fatigued the black people. Who cares? Listen, only y'all care. Y'all get on TikTok. Y'all get on social medias and try to tell black people how bad we are and how fatigued you are from us. And we don't like y'all wokeness and all that other goofy ass shit, that DEI. We don't give a fuck. Honestly, you can come up, you can steal out shit, you can come up with your own narratives about whatever you want to say. Ever since Trump got in office, a lot of black people don't give a fuck about y'all. And listen, and we're going to prove that shit to you. We're going to prove this shit to you in the next couple of years. We've been started, but we're going to show you that we don't give a fuck about what you think about us anymore. We don't give a fuck about how you feel about us anymore. You are on your own. You keep trying to point the finger at us like we're the issues, but y'all really the issues. Y'all the reason that the country is really fucked up. You so mad at regular black folks, you letting the rich, racist white people, your people, fuck you and everybody else over. But you black fatigued. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Shout out the game in the building. Shout out to this brother in the building. What's going on, folks?
Media hashtag.
No, it's something that's been bubbling up behind the scenes for an extended period of time now. And I don't even think it necessarily should be labeled black fatigue. It's the easy way for us to categorize it. I think that it's more or less about N-word fatigue. And I don't know, I'm not going to go as incendiary as I would usually go on my own platform, but I think that it's N-word fatigue because all cultures don't necessarily deal with everybody within their culture and then categorize or become responsible for everything within the culture, right? When you look at Asian culture, or you travel overseas, or you go to Japan, or you go to some of these other places, there are entire cities that are designated for the outcasts or for the people that can't participate in society, and for them to hold themselves accountable and to truly be able to do things that is conducive for the group as a whole. But we are one of the very few cultures, especially here in the United States of America, where we find...
First of all, sir, because we know you're a buck dancer. First of all, Antoine, first of all, you're not even a part of black America culture. You're a visitor, nigga. Your people ain't here. What your people from the islands or something? Take your ass back home. See, this is the problem with these non-black American niggas. Some of y'all, you're not even from here. Your people ain't from here. You got so much a problem with black culture and black Americans and the culture that's here. Take your black ass back home. See, I'm not in the spirit at this point where we are in society to give a fuck about your opinion about black Americans when your people ain't from here. Your people from the islands some fucking way. Take your black ass back home. I ain't telling you to go home. I'm telling you, take your black ass home. Go home voluntarily. Go back. You so distraught. You don't like black culture. You don't like black American shit. Take your ass home. The only reason you got a Gucci hat on, nigga, because of black Americans. The way you dress, the way you look, the way you move. It's from black America culture, nigga. But you don't like the culture. You don't like what's going on here. We don't give a fuck. Listen, you may not be hearing us right now, you coon ass niggas and you racist ass white people. You will find out soon. We don't give a fuck. Take your black ass back home. That go for any of you so-called black brothers and sisters from the islands that pretend that you care about our culture and You and try to steal our shit. Talk about we help Black America culture. You ain't help shit. Everything that's in this country is created from Black Americans, not none of you motherfuckers. You didn't bring shit over here but weight. Shit that we had to help you on. You didn't have no rights if it wasn't for Black Americans. Where was you island motherfuckers at when we was out this bitch in the civil rights era? Only motherfucker we know is Fonte. Can't think his name. Philip Fonte. No disrespect to the OG, triple OG. Listen, he the only motherfucker I know. But the rest of you niggas was back home. Our people was dying. Y'all was back home swimming in water or whatever the fuck y'all was doing over there. Man, don't come over here with that bullshit, man. You know what's irritating me about some of our brothers and sisters that comes from the islands and motherfuckers like this? Listen, yo, we don't go to y'all over there to where y'all be at and say how bad shit is over there. And we could go over there and say some shit. We didn't have Black Americans go to Africa, to some of the islands, the continents and shit, and see how Black people got treated, Black Americans got treated over there, and how fucked up it is over there. But these motherfuckers come over here, they run from where they come from to run over here, to come over here to bitch and complain about our shit. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? That's like somebody's coming in your home. They come from a fucked up situation, right? They ask you, hey, can I move in with you, man? My shit fucked up over it. Then they get over at your shit. And they don't like shit, a whole bunch of shit that goes on in your shit, but they want to bitch and complain about that shit when you're helping them more and help them more than where the fuck they came from, where they was living before. Listen, ain't no culture in the world is perfect. So this whole notion that these motherfuckers are running around here pretending, oh, we just getting fatigued of Black culture. Motherfucker. How about Black people? We are fatigued from racism and bigotry. We're sick of seeing our Black children getting murdered. And we sick of coon ass niggas like you. How about we fatigued of seeing coon ass niggas like you sit there and defend white supremacy and watching our babies die and try to blame our babies for getting shot in the back when they was no threat. I don't hear you motherfuckers talking about that shit. Oh, I'm sorry, and if you do, you blame the babies. Then you try to blame the parents. There ain't no mother and father in the home. Listen, let me explain something to you. You keep bringing that dumbass narrative. There ain't no mother and fathers in the home. Let me say this to you, all you coon niggas. You got mother. Some of y'all might have mothers and fathers in your life. Look how you turned out. You actually hate being Black. You hate looking at yourself in the mirror. So how good was your parents, nigga? I didn't grow up with no parents, but I don't hate my fucking self. I don't hate my people. You ignorant motherfuckers. But anyway, let's move on.
Ourselves somehow, some way having to patronize Black businesses that's not necessarily anybody that we will rock with, or we find out later that somebody is not doing what they're supposed to do, or somehow we're not invited to the barbecue if we don't find ourselves wearing bonnets.
Oh, that's what you mad at. You mad because you can't go to some of these Black-owned businesses that won't rock with sellouts like you. You mad at Black people that said you ain't invited to the motherfucking cookout. Nigga, what are you mad at? Listen, my honest opinion, I don't understand some people. And it may be a lot of motherfuckers. And I don't give a fuck what race they are. But especially to you coons, if you do not like the culture, why talk about them? Why get in your feelings about getting mad, being called the coon or sellout, or you can't come to the cookout and all this other shit? Why are you so mad about that? You don't like being Black. You don't like the culture. Leave it be. How about you just be real with yourself? I'm a new nigga. I'm not like them niggas. Be a coon. Be a real coon. Don't be a drifter coon that you're in it for the paper, nigga. Be a real coon. Say, I'm not like them niggas. I'm a different black person. I'm not a nigga. I'm a different black person. I'm not like them niggas. Be that coon. Don't tap dance around your coonery. Stand on business with it. That's my issue with y'all. I give less fuck how you want to make your paper. I don't give a fuck. I don't pocket watch. You do you. But understand, you pretending that it's no consequences for your behavior. It is. The problem is you think everybody's supposed to move the way you want to move. And if we don't live up to your certain type of standards, then what? You get to disrespect us, talk down to us, side with people that's against us? Nah, that don't work. That don't work. That don't work. That don't work for us. And like I said, as much as you see shit that's in the hood that you dislike my people, we dislike a lot of that shit. Listen, and we ain't condoning none of that shit. That shit is generational pain and suffering and poverty and people not having shit there. It's a reason for some of that shit. We ain't making, listen, it's not an excuse when something is a fact. You can't make excuses for something that is a fact. A lot of our brothers and sisters in the hood doing a lot of fuck shit that they do that I ain't condoning. But it's a reason for it. These niggas don't have no reason or why they hate themselves. It is no reason for it. You listen, I told you, anybody that hate anybody, right? They have to hate themselves first. They have to hate themselves before they hate another motherfucker. They fucked up. They mad at their own life. There's no way you get out here and every day you wake up, you just trying to find something to shit on your own people about or shit on anybody about. You think I woke up and I was like, you know what? Let me find something that Jason Whitlock was doing so I can shit on. Or this nigga Antoine or whatever. I don't even watch this nigga like that. I mean, I don't even watch him period, but you catch clips and shit around YouTube. Even Jason Whitlock, I don't watch Jason Whitlock. I just catch clips. Just like I caught this shit. So what the fuck is he talking? What these niggas talking about? But I don't wake up like I gotta go. Listen, let me see what Jason Whitlock's saying today. I don't do that. But these niggas do. But you know what? They gotta wake up to make that paper. So at the end of the day, what they're doing and saying is so disingenuous. It's not on no moral level. They saying some shit that acting like they care. You don't care. Listen, if there was no problems in the world, nigga, it ain't nothing for nobody to talk about. Everybody be walking around like they living in the suburbs. Everything's good. You good? Yeah, well, how was your day? Like everybody will move around like that. That's not real reality. These are the same people that tell you about religion, but they don't understand real reality. They don't even live by the shit that they so-called be preaching. Let's move on.
Airport, or when somebody is loud, we can't be very matter of fact and direct and holding ourselves accountable. We celebrate the most degenerate of our.
First of all, if somebody loud, listen. It was like the shit when Monique came out and she was talking about the motherfuckers wearing them binders and shit in public. And some black people got upset. But a lot of black people roll with Monique on that shit. We do need to be conducting ourselves a certain type of way. And I tell young people this all the time, or whoever it may be in the culture. Listen, sometimes we may disagree with our elders, but we can't disrespect them. If they put the work and they put more work in, and you agree with them more than a lot of shit you disagree with them about, you give them the respect to say what they said, and you just disagree with them, but show some fucking respect. Listen, this ain't a black culture thing. This is a society thing. And they keep trying to blame black people for something that white people created. White people in this country are so disrespectful to others. Their children is disrespectful and ignorant. But they want to blame the black people. We the 17% in the country. They but 70-some% in the country, but they don't get no blame. So the white culture is it's all good over that bitch. They don't fuck up society. And this is what these coons is trying to present out here. It's black people. We go to the airports. Niggas, stop hanging around niggas then. And let me just say this too. It's a thing in the culture, right? Because you like to talk about culture. It's a thing in the culture that we used to can do. Mind your motherfucking business. And then the second thing is, if you ain't an elder or you ain't an OG in the community that the people truly, genuinely respect, of course they ain't going to listen to you, nigga. You can't keep shitting and talking down on your fucking people, and then you want to get out. They don't want to listen to us. Oh, I wouldn't listen, nigga. I'm a grown-ass man, dog. I'm OG. Nigga, I wouldn't listen to you. And I listen to other OGs and, triple OGs, elders that's older than me. I listen to them, but I wouldn't listen to you. These motherfuckers keep talking about somebody just automatically supposed to give you respect. I don't know who told you that. You ain't qualified for me to respect you. You gotta earn your respect. Who the fuck is these niggas think they are? Nobody gotta respect you, nigga. And it's a way you approach our people. You don't get to just come to our people and start talking all this white supremacy talking point bullshit. Hateful shit that you want to say to our people and then think our people supposed to be like, he's right. No, nigga. You may be saying some right shit in there. It's the way how you deliver the message. Like I said about Candace, people kept saying, well, Kenny, she do be saying some real shit. She ain't the right person to be delivering the message. She ain't qualified. This bitch is a DEI hire for the racists. They like to bring up DEI and misconstrue what DEI actually really stand for. Let's go over their dumbass definition. Him, Candace Owens, Jason Whitlock, the rest of them coons, they are DEI hires for racists, for white people. They the real true DEI hires. They only get paid to talk down about their own. And mind you, they don't even hang around our people like that. They scared of our people. Listen, if you scared of our people, then nigga, you can't talk about our people. Because I ain't scared of my people, the good or the bad. The fuck wrong with you? I don't move around with fear. These niggas are unbelievable. They want to come out here and tell us what we should and should not do. But like I said, to get back to the Monique shit, a lot of people got mad. To them, I told them young folks, nobody give a fuck. She ain't wrong. She wasn't wrong. And respect your fucking elders. She did more for our people than some of you motherfuckers that disagree with her. But Monique was qualified to speak to our people the way she spoke to them. This nigga, Jason Whitlock, Candace Owens, the rest of you coon ass niggas, you ain't qualified to speak to us in any manner. hate yourself. You look in the mirror, you wake up, you hate yourself. Fuck are you talking about? Let's move on, y'all.
Society, whether it be our music or, you know, the things that we really champion and make famous on social media.
Our music. It ain't your music. Nigga, take you go back to the islands or something. This ain't your music, nigga. This is Black American music. We created all the genres in this country that's music. This is our shit. You ain't helped create nothing. Y'all people ain't helped create shit. Y'all just was flies on the wall hanging around watching us get busy. Sitting there plotting just like the racists do. Try to take credit for some shit because you got involved or you was there. Yeah, please. All right, man. Let's move on.
Media, and the minute that we then say that we want to have a difference of opinion, which diversity, equity, and inclusion is something that we champion within the Black community, even though
first of all, that's
really benefit Black people as a whole, but it has benefited white women more than anybody else. Diversity of thought is only conducive if it's somebody that agrees with you, because if you, somebody like myself that is a conservative or a Republican, regardless of what your results are, married for over 20 years, successfully married, no children out of wedlock, never had an arrest, no problems, no trouble, but when you contribute into your economy and you stay home in Detroit, Michigan, and you do the thing that's right, somehow you get called a bootlicker or a coon. So,
first of all, sir, that is a lie. That is a lie. I'm trying to figure out what niggas you hanging around.
What I
My bad. I want to know what Black people he hanging around. Because I live amongst the people. And I am that guy that you talking about, that you claim that you are. Okay, cool. I don't get called no coon, no bootlicker. I don't get called that. So what Black people are you hanging around that's calling you that? And listen, until you niggas don't listen, this is why you niggas are listen. It ain't just a youth thing at this point. Because this man is 40-something years old, if I ain't mistaken. You sound like a bitch. You sound like a shown up bitch. Fuck you being a coon. You sound like a bitch. You give a fuck about what people. Listen, if you was that confident of who you were, you wouldn't care about what people, these people that you say you don't care about, you wouldn't care that how they feel about you. Listen, I speak against racism and bigotry and shit like that, and coonery. I speak against that shit. But do I really give a fuck about how they really genuinely feel? No. I talk about this shit to warn my people about them. That's it. But I don't give a fuck about how they feel about me or our people. I really genuinely don't care. And like I said, I'm amongst my people. Listen, ain't no nigga can roll up on me, no Black person can roll up on me and call me a sellout. At all. Or say, oh, he think he better than everybody. Listen, you may got some family members that just, you get, people hate. You know what I mean? You got some friends that may hate because they ain't make it. It is. But the majority of the people I be around, or I embrace, or I have connections with, or I, run into, ain't nobody calling me no motherfucking sellout. What motherfucking people you around? Oh, I'm sorry, you on the internet. Listening to Black people on the internet. Black Twitter tell you how much you a sellout. Well, nigga, you in a space of being critiqued because you chose to put yourself out there. So, nigga, take it and shut your bitch ass up. You ain't invited to the cookout. Yes, we think you're a sellout in Coon. A lot of us. But if you're supposed to be this thick-skinned dude, why are you mad about it? At least I'll be honest with myself. I know why I'm mad at you. At least I'm honest about it. You mad at some shit that you supposed to got this thick skin. I don't pretend that, oh, I just don't care about nothing. No, I do care about certain things, how people perceive me. Of course you do. But this is whole notion. That's why I said these are the weakest people. They try to sit down and say, I don't care what nobody says about me. I'm good. But you keep bringing it up, though. You don't care about it, but you keep bringing it up. Like, I don't lie, nigga. I talk about racism and shit and bigotry and coons and all this fuck shit that goes on because I actually genuinely care about how people are being mistreated and how my people are being mistreated. At least I'm honest. I give you the reason why I talk about this shit. You lying to everybody else talking about, oh, I'm only talking about this because it's wrong and all this other shit. No, you're talking about it because you're mad because a lot of black people believe how you feel. You feel, you know you're a sellout, nigga. Ain't no shit we making up. We watching your behaviors. We watching how you interact. We watching what you say. We listen to what you say. Anyway, let's move on.
From people that don't look like us is that they're tired of acquiescing or acting like that there's not a real issue with black people when we are some of the most racist people that we've seen on the face of this earth. And if you go,
are you fucking kidding me? We the racists. Oh, nigga. Yo, listen, can I just say this? Social media has fucked some black folks up. Listen, we the most racist. Oh, wow, okay. Let me explain something to you. You know, sometimes, because, listen, I have thoughts, and they all ain't good all the time. Listen, sometimes when I hear this type of goofy shit, because it pisses me off, but sometimes when I hear this shit, it frustrates me. It pisses me off. Because of the simple fact, nigga, if black people really wanted to be racist towards white people, number one, if we wanted to, if it actually was true that we was this racist, but no, if we wanted to, it would make sense. Just go off his narrative. Let's just say his narrative is true. It ain't, but let's go off his narrative. Okay, let's go off his narrative. I'm okay with that. Because we have a reason to. We have a reason to be racist. We have a reason to be bigoted. We have a reason to hate motherfuckers. You can't say that about white folks, but you keep defending a lot of these racist ass white people and these other minority groups. In this country, yes, we got a right. I don't know about outside of America. Talking about in America, if black people were racist like he's saying, we got a right to be racist. And like I said, we ain't being racist enough. If that's the case, we ain't being racist enough. We shouldn't allow no white people around us at all. No allies, no nothing. Because your motherfuckers, if we was really racist, all you motherfuckers are suspect. Because of your history in this country. But we the racists though. Second of all, nigga, we don't have no power to be racist. You niggas are a prime example of it. You niggas buck dance and coon for white supremacy and you still ain't shit. But we the most racist. If black people the most racist, then nigga, you are too. Because you try to group black people as we all racist. We the most racist. How the fuck can you say that about your own people, nigga? And you know the history of this fucked up country. If black people are racist, then so are you. So you're a part of the problem, nigga. See how dumb you sound? You fucking idiot. This is the real reason why I couldn't be in rooms with these niggas. These niggas can't be around me. Because listen, 3 things will happen. That motherfucker better. Listen, this motherfucker better roll out about my face, or I'ma roll out. And if you keep yapping and shit, some shit can go left. Trying to be tough coon. Cause see, back in the day, shit like this would get you banned from the community, the black community, on real talk. And then on the other part is, nigga, you back in the day, you would get your ass whipped from your elders or people in the community that if you talk this type of way, you can't come back and fuck with us no more. But social media have allowed these niggas to maneuver around those principles. We live in different times now. And I'm trying to get my black people to say, listen, these type of niggas, they are a danger to our people, our children, our culture. And I don't give a fuck they black. They always want to talk about the gangbangers. They, the niggas in the hood, they're the threat. I'm so afraid. No, nigga, we need to be afraid of niggas like this because they actually genuinely working with the ops, which is the racists. They don't give shit, nothing about us. They want to all see us in change and working in plantations and shit. And he want to be the boss. He want to be second or third command or whatever the fuck they got on the plantation. He want to be the guy sitting there with the gun in case we get out of line. That's who he is. Who the fuck says that? We the most racist. Nigga, we don't have no power to be racist. Neither do you. You just lied to people talking about we the most racist. Listen, can some of us be bigoted? Yes, hell yeah. But we ain't got no power to be racist. Only racist ass white people do. Only white people in this country got the power to be racist. We looking at it right now. Trump is a full-blooded racist, nigga, and niggas are still sitting here making excuses for this racist. Only a racist can get away with some of the shit Trump has said and done. But this goofy nigga is sitting here blaming the niggas. We the racists. Okay, cool. Let's move on.
In any black household or living room, one of the first things that they're going to tell a black man is make sure you don't bring a white woman home. One of the first things that they're going to say is make sure that you vote for Democrats regardless of whether we are conservative.
First of all, that is a lie. That is a lie. I don't know what universe these niggas living in. First of all, this is why I love the youth. This is the real reason why I fuck with the youth. Because I talk to young folks. I'm not this old nigga that don't hear young people. Let me just say this. When black people sit down with their kids, listen, that is not no shit they be sitting there having conversations with their kid. Don't bring no white woman in. Nigga, you talking about some shit when we was maybe growing up. But it was for a reason when our parents was telling us that bullshit. It was a reason for it. These kids do not live. These niggas are so far stuck in the back. Like do y'all what community is saying that? Have you heard a young person come out and say, "Oh, my parents told me not to bring no white girl home"? What? Unless they some old ass parents from back in my generation. And before that, like, what are you talking about? This is old stereotype shit that he's doing. Nigga, this came back from our generation. These kids don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Listen, the only reason these kids even give a fuck about race is because of us. And the generations before that's still alive. These kids don't give a fuck about race like that. Listen, the problem is with niggas like him, they mad because they can't control the youth. The youth won't listen to them. That's because you niggas are outdated, and it seems like by you being so outdated and so trying to live back in the day, it comes off as you hating. These kids, ain't nobody telling their kids that bullshit. He's lying. Don't bring no white girl here. Fuck are you talking about? This nigga act like we living in the early 1990s or something. Nigga, it's 2025. Ain't nobody telling they motherfucking kid, don't bring no white girl in here. Don't bring no white boy in here. Nigga, they hang around white people. They hang around other minority groups. What are you talking about? That's that old. Listen, he's the real racist. If we're going off his nerve, he the one is really the racist. Ain't nobody saying no shit like that. What are you talking about? Listen, can a parent have a little bias of saying, look, we'll prefer you marry somebody that look like you? That's every culture. Because what happens in every culture, they know what comes with, because they know their culture, right? What comes with every culture, I'm not saying every culture, when they said this shit, they all racist. Listen, when they say this, if they say this to their kid, like especially like back in the day, a lot of that came from was because of the simple fact we understand a lot of the families, a lot of the parents knew with interracial dating comes with extra shit. Especially black people. We already got a target on our back. Right? And then don't let you be somewhat of somebody of a black person or somewhat successful. And then you got a white girlfriend or the woman got a white boyfriend. Nigga, that brings a whole bunch of shit. That brings a whole bunch of shit with that. That's some extra shit that comes with that. And that's vice versa for every race. Even good white folks, they know. You think they don't want good white folks don't stick. I hope they may not say it out loud, but they thinking it. I hope my kid dates somebody white in their race. Because they know if your kid, your daughter, or your son go fuck off with a black dude or a Mexican dude, they know it comes with that. It's going to bring some things because they know their community. That's why people, it ain't just black people. That's every community. That's every race. See, I told you, blame everything on black people. Everything that go wrong, even now, racism our fault now. People racist because of black people, because we racist. Are you fucking kidding me? Give me 1 second, y'all. This nigga got to be kidding me, man. I'm back, people. You know what's this shit is embarrassing, bro. This is the shit that embarrasses me. When some black people get out here and just talk white supremacy talking points to make money, to lie, to try to mislead people. These are the same Negroes that don't even want to hang around black people. But they want to tell black people that they believe that's living wrong, right? About how they should live. You don't be amongst the people. How you gonna speak to the people you ain't amongst them? Let's move on, y'all. My timeline is different from yours, bro.
We live our lives. So
don't buy an e-bike until you see this. Almost no one knows this, but Mercedes has just entered the e-bike market.
We are conservative in how we live our lives. So what white people are finally starting to do is get the courage to say, nah, we don't necessarily agree with you. And sometimes it comes out in some of the most incendiary ways, like the whole Shiloh situation. But now you're seeing an overcorrection from a long time of bad behavior.
First of all, let me just say this, bro. He just said in the beginning, all black people ain't the same. Now he's trying to, the hypocrisy is what he's saying, pull all black people the same, this is how they act. Listen, for Shiloh, and I want black people to understand this with Shakur, not Shiloh, Deion Sanders' son. Have y'all ever heard of this young brother being in any trouble? Anything that's scandalous? Is he out here committing crimes? Is he out here? Do you hear about him in the strip clubs? I mean, do you hear about the young brother did anything? Do y'all understand what this nigga is doing? You heard nothing about him, about the young brother. Deion raised great children. You don't hear nothing about none of his kids and no scandals. Nothing. Nothing. And Deion been in the spotlight since he was fucking in college. Over fucking 40 years ago. You ain't never heard about Deion in those scandals. Maybe some divorce shit, he would fuck with Babyface like that. That's little shit. But I'm talking about real scandals. Have you ever heard about Deion Sanders or anybody in his family, his children, being in any type of trouble or scandals? Nothing. Not a motherfucking thing. But they treated that little young brother because he was confident in himself and believed in what his father preached into him, that he was arrogant. They expected this young brother, it is a difference from the college level to the pro level. Of course he gonna have to know some shit. Peyton Manning wasn't great when he first came out of college, nigga. He struggled. Tom Brady as well. But nah, the brother, all the brothers, we always got to do better than the mediocre white people. Shador and his brothers and his siblings come from a great family. Did nothing wrong. But this nigga sitting out here trying to make it seem like Shakur, just because he liked to do the watches, he liked to stunt, he liked to get fly. That's somehow, some way that he was raised wrong. Listen. Let me explain something to y'all of how human beings work. Right? Because we sit out here with this bullshit. When you wake up every day, just like when he woke up today, he decided when he went into his closet to put that probably about $1,000 or something Gucci hat on his head. Them glasses he probably got cost about close to $1,000 or over $1,000. That watch he probably got on cost over $1,000. He decided to wake up and put that shit on and get in front of the cameras. What is the difference from what Shador does? Nothing. You niggas bitch and complain about some shit that you already do. You want to look fly. You want to look good. But you mad because he doing this, he's shining? He got the necklaces on? He acting arrogant to you? No, he acting like he got some fucking money. He's acting like he come from good stock. He understands what he got. I was watching shit that his son did, recorded, Deion's son, that was leading up to the draft. And he said, and I respected this about him, because you don't hear this from a lot of kids that grow up with generational wealth. He said, I don't really care about the money. I just care about playing football. The money don't matter to me. We got money. At least he was honest. And see, the one thing that they hate about a black person, or a couple of things, is that they come from something, they was raised right, and they confident, and they got a purpose in life. When you got a lot of black people that do a lot of fuck shit, even this sour puss coon nigga, he don't have no purpose. Shador has a purpose. He want to be something. He already got what he got, but he wants something else. He actually idolized his daddy. He grew up with his daddy. He knows his mom. Even though his mom and dad is separate, nigga, he knows both of them. They got great relationship. Deion got great relationship with his baby mama. We can't say that about Trump, but you go vote for that ignorant motherfucker. You can say what you want to say about Dwayne Wade. You think he gay or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. His son's transgender. I wouldn't have did that. Mind your business. But you don't hear about his kids getting in trouble. You hear about Dwayne Wade getting in trouble. And he grew up in a broken home. His kids actually live with him. These niggas be hating on the wrong shit. And then try to prove a point. What point are you proving? Everybody's not going to come from a two-parent household. It's not going to happen. That's real reality. We don't live in this fake ass reality that you want. Real reality is real reality. I had to stop, the trend of not having a two-house parent home. I'm the only motherfucker in my family that's actually married. That's would have been with a woman since I was 19 years old. What are you talking about? Everybody in my family I know of ain't with the motherfucker they was with that they had a kid by. I had to stop it. Doesn't mean that they bad people, but I had to stop that bad trend. Do that make me better than them? No. Just because I can do that, they maybe couldn't have. Maybe I learned from everybody. I said, no, I ain't going to make that mistake. I'm not going to do that. No. All right. And then when I get in that situation, I'm like, nah, because, that happened. See, I may not grew up with my parents. It ain't that I didn't know them. They didn't raise me. I got raised by a village of my people in my community. I'm one of those guys. I'm just one of those guys. So I didn't have to grow up with parents to be who the fuck I am in a way. My struggles, a lot of that shit, it had to be that way. I know plenty of people that grow up with both of their parents and don't know their purpose. They don't feel like they got a purpose. They still searching out here, fucking up, making mistakes. Their parents got to bail them out. I know my purpose. I know what I need to be doing. I know why I'm supposed to do what I do. I know why I'm here. Everybody ain't the same, bro. And for people to sit around and pretend and shit on other people because they ain't living the type of life you live, or somehow if they ain't got this and they ain't doing this, then somehow they doing something wrong. Please, bro. I always say this, even though I have a child, I try not to criticize parents as much because I don't want to tell a whole bunch of people how to raise their fucking children. You don't know their circumstance. Even though I have a child. The fuck are we talking about here? Let's move on. And I raised a lot of my young cousins and my sisters and shit. Fuck are you talking about? I've been the head of the household before I even understood what that shit even meant. The fuck you talking about? I help friends, family and shit. I've been doing that shit a long time. But that still don't give me the fucking right to tell people how to raise their kids. I just got good practice in, nigga, before I had mine. The fuck is wrong with people, man? Let's move on, y'all.
Figure from a lot of black people.
Boys, I'm going to ask you the same question, but I'm going to put a little twist on it. Is black fatigue...
Listen, let me just say this to stupid people in the chat. Man, don't come over here if you're not genuinely trying to learn anything. You just here to troll. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, then turn this bitch off and go to Jason Whitlock and then. Maybe that make more sense to you because most likely you a sellout or a racist. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. And then the crazy part about it, of course you don't know what I'm talking about because you don't listen. Your ears are not open. They're shut. So stop coming here with dumb shit to say in the chat. Fuck are you talking about? And stop asking stupid questions. Dumbass motherfuckers. I just explain shit to y'all and y'all just the shit go over your head. Cause you ain't that damn bright. And even if you do got some sense, you so fucking blinded by your stupidity and what these some of these other motherfuckers saying, you don't hear what I'm saying. So I'm not talking to you. I don't give less fuck about how you feel. You irrelevant to me. So I'm not talking to you. Go over to another channel and listen to them motherfuckers. That's where you need to be. Stop over here trolling. Let's move on, y'all.
Real, or is it just a social media hashtag? And if it is real, are white people justified for having it?
Is it real? I think that
Listen, they never ask black people, are we justified or real or what we say? They say we whine and we bitching and complaining. Oh, unbelievable, bro. Let's just move on.
things are real if you want them to be real. I know black fatigue because I've experienced that. I have a type of black fatigue that I still have to confront, but it's not from the things that are listed under the standard definition. From what I saw, black fatigue is rooted in the feelings about systematic racism, microaggressions, things that tend to be very political. Like I saw George Floyd get killed and it traumatized me because I could get killed by the police. I think that you can shape a term like that in the way that you want without and acknowledge the realities.
And let me say that the George Floyd shit and a lot of these other brothers that getting murdered by the police, yeah, that's traumatizing. Right? The other problem is, right? We've seen very successful black people that ain't living no life of crime still get mistreated and beaten. That traumatized me more because it's one thing of living in an environment and that shit can happen. Yeah, it's traumatizing. I get that. The other part is the whole notion is to make it out the hood. Get your life together. Live the right way. And then you see brothers and sisters and children getting beaten and murdered by the police and they don't even live amongst none of that fuck shit. That's more traumatizing to me. Because what happened to George Floyd and shit like that, that's fucked up. But I seen that before. When I see children getting shot in the back and shit from running away, I have seen that before. What happened to Freddie Gray? That wasn't nothing new. That shit happened all the time in Baltimore. It usually get covered up. like they tried to do, but they couldn't because of social media. So a lot of this shit I see is not like, I'm not traumatized by it. I'm traumatized about when I see black people, some black people made it, and then they're supposed to be in a good neighborhood and they still be mistreated and still get the cops called on them because of some white person assumed that they stole something or they did something. Or some random cop feel like he looks suspicious. In a good neighborhood. That traumatized me more. So the George Floyd shit, yes, it fucked me up. But it didn't traumatize me because I've seen it before. Just to be real. Let's move on.
Black without falling into these political traps. I don't trust a term like black fatigue because it comes laced with too many left-wing ideologies that are just these talking points that they use to get our votes every November for politicians that never earn those votes. So also the threat of black fatigue is that if you get too caught up in that definition and you define yourself by that, then you have...
Let me say this too. I know you motherfuckers come over here to troll. You like to play because that's all you can do in your life to make you feel better about yourself. But the problem is, and this is the reason why, and I'm going to say this with every being in me. This is why I believe I'm better than you. You prove my point of why I'm better than you. Because I have did shows on this. I have did videos and lives that where I talked about the little young white girl that was I think it was New Jersey, and the police snatched her out that motherfucker and could have killed her the way he threw that little girl. He was so fucking, he was way bigger than her, and he threw that little young white girl out there like that, like the way he fucked her up like that, and then had a nerve when the father found, come to the scene. He had the nerve to lie to the daddy. And that shit pissing me off. See, I'm not like you. I don't have that type of hate that you try to push on me of like, I don't care about other people and shit like that. I actually genuinely do. I care about all the kids. I don't give a fuck about what color skin they are. Because Kenny love the kids. But listen, you play around with this George Floyd shit and the injustice that happened to black people, that let me know your character. Everything's a game to y'all. This shit is real life to us. And now y'all want to bitch and complain about y'all being mistreated, or we the racists because we calling out y'all playing racist games. You getting mad. Oh, we being a racist now. You're making it, listen, at the end of the day, you're proving why we're saying what we're saying. That goes for all you fucking stupid racist trolls in my chat. You prove my point. Everything I'm saying, you prove my point. Because of the shit that you leaving in the comments. Because you don't really care. And it's okay. But don't act like we supposed to care about your fake outrage. What you supposed to care about. We don't care. Like I said, you don't care about us. We don't give a fuck about you. And like I said, I'm still trying to figure out if everything that I'm saying is wrong and fucked up, it's too woke, DEI, I got a low IQ, all this despicable shit you're saying. Disrespectful shit. Why are you here? Why are you here? Why don't you go to another platform and listen to, because it's plenty of platforms that talk ill about people that look like me. You should be able to go over there and enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. But like I said, you enjoy yourself of coming to somebody's shit that you highly disagree with to say disrespectful and racist and bigoted shit. That makes you feel better about yourself. So like I said, you prove my point. I'm better than you. My IQ is very higher than yours. Yes, I'm woke. You call it whatever you want to call it. I'm DEI. You call it whatever you want. It's fine with me. Because you prove my point of everything I say on here. You are the real reason why I'm right. Take that to the bank and shove it up your little bitch ass asses. Because you're a bunch of clowns and a bunch of fucking racists that probably ain't got nothing else better to do with your life than to troll people that you don't like. And like I said, I don't be around people and I don't go on people's channel and leave comments that I don't like. I don't have to do that. I'm comfortable in my skin. I know who the fuck I am. You don't. You the immature ones. You the one with low IQs. Let's move on.
Labels yourself a victim without actually also labeling yourself as a problem solver. So I can identify with a lot of those feelings. I can identify with the microaggressions. I can deal with
Listen, sir. You wouldn't know nothing. You wouldn't know that. That's a saying. What you saying is true. You wouldn't know that if you wasn't here. I keep. This is the question I'm asking y'all. Answer my question seriously. Why y'all here? Genuine question. Why are y'all here? If this shit, nobody's here that takes me serious. Nobody cares. I have this low IQ. I have all this shit that y'all keep saying in the chat. Why y'all here? Because you shouldn't be listening to me. Because I don't know what I'm talking about, right? I have this low IQ. Nobody here taking me serious. Why y'all here? Your behavior shows that you're a hypocrite. I don't know why y'all get that. Man, whatever, man.
identify with maybe some issues in terms of dealing with cops and the racial disparities. I believe they're very real, but I was also raised in a family that says, if you don't like your reality, you should be empowered to change it. And one of the ways that we harm our own people is when we are so determined to put people in a victim box that we remind them of their powerlessness. And in fact, I'll say this: if you
first of all, let me just say this. When you are a victim of a crime, you're a victim. Nobody's saying that you're supposed to take because what happened to you when you were a victim and continue to be a victim. Nobody's saying that. But you don't get to shit on the person that was a victim of a crime. You don't get to do that. Listen, I tell people this all the time. Listen, as much as racism pisses me off, and systemic racism pisses me off, and the injustice of what happens to our people. Listen, I don't see myself as a victim. I know I've been victimized by this shit, but I'm no victim because I understand now and I know how to fight. And I want to fight. Now, if people are not being taught that or raised that way, that is a different story. But I'm just telling you, I'll be amongst my people. A lot of my people don't feel like they're victims. We don't feel that way. But we can't, listen, the problem is they want us to ignore shit. If you're a victim, just get over it. You don't tell nobody that got victimized they need to get over it. Move on. Do something better with your life. Nigga, it's like telling somebody that lost somebody. You telling them how they gotta mourn. Just get over it, they gone. What? Whoa. Nigga, that's crossing the line. Any child that loses their parents or somebody they close to, they are a victim. And you don't get to tell them, hey, this you got to get over it. You got to move on. They gone. Move on to the next thing. Everybody, it's almost that dumbass saying from Paid in Full. Listen, everybody die, B. Oh, that shit when he's saying everybody gets shot, B. But just tell them over, hey, everybody die, B. Like, who the fuck says that? That's being insensitive. And it lets me know how much humanity that people have. You don't get to do that. That shit is not right. You don't get to tell black people that you say, oh, well, you didn't experience what your ancestors experienced. Well, that's the reason they fought and died for us. So we didn't have to feel the whole full experience of what they went through. But it doesn't mean that we don't receive some of the same shit that they've been through. Especially when we know better. Listen, you got some black people that may not even know some of the shit I'm talking about when it comes to history in this country. But why is that? Is it just all on black parents that they didn't teach their kids? No. They got caught up in the shit too. This has been generations of fucking black people over. You think that they didn't have a plan when they gave black people civil rights? You think that it wasn't some racist white people that was like, yeah, okay, all right, they got their little rights or whatever. We're gonna make this shit real, real hard for them. Did you think that black people, when we got rights, we can vote right away? We had all these rights that we have now. All this shit kicked in right away. No, it didn't. Just like when slavery happened. I mean, the Civil War happened. You think black people was free? All black people was free then? No. It took years for black people not to be slaves, to still live on plantations. Are y'all crazy? And believe it or not, the slaveholders turned up even more after the Civil War, after they lost. They turned up even more on their slaves. Are you crazy? Then at that time, a lot of black people was brainwashed. They were scared to leave the plantation. They were scared. Listen, I always tell black people this. When you see, listen, if you ever been to prison or you ever been to jails and you see how black people, if they've been there for a little minute, you see how they adapt to prison. That's how slavery was. If you want to have this type of connection with your ancestors, prison shows you that connection. The only difference is it wasn't white people that was enslaved. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't a whole bunch of other minorities that was enslaved with us. It was just us. That's the only difference. But if you want to know what our ancestors been through, jail is what that is. That's the comparison of it. You go to prison, you are a slave. You ain't shit. You just a number. I'm sorry, numbers. You ain't shit. Imagine you have black people for generations. Send me to jail, throw away the key. You hear niggas talk about it, you hear it in the rap music. Nigga, that is generational white supremacy that been taught to black folks that we believed. And still, a lot of us still believe that dumb shit. I ain't said a lot, some. Send me to jail, nigga. What? Send me to. I look at that shit when niggas say that shit. Send me to slavery. What? Who the fuck want to be a slave? Now you got to be kidding me. Listen, any black person, I don't give a fuck who they are. Any black person say, send me to jail. I do time and all that other shit. You're a coon. Who the fuck want to go to jail, bro? Who the fuck want to be a slave? Because that's what you are. You are a nobody. When your ass, listen, when you get arrested and go to jail, you are a nobody. Yeah, you see the celebrities here and there, they got their little money, black celebrity. Nigga, that's something different. Look at Diddy. He's nobody. All that money he made, he is a nobody. They don't give a fuck. Everything's stacked up against him. Everything. Everybody don't even have all the evidence. Don't know what's really going on in them courtrooms like that. Haven't seen all evidence. And motherfuckers said, yeah, he deserved to be in there. We seen the video with him and Cassie. Listen, nigga, do you understand that back in the day, beating your wife was okay? That was the culture. A woman got out of line with a man, they used to beat the shit out of him in public. Nothing happened. Nobody went to jail for domestic violence. No man was going to jail for domestic violence. Unless a black man beat a white woman, that was different. Do y'all understand that it's a culture of generation of racist ass white people that put a lot of this shit into our community that made us think that it was okay to mistreat our women? And we took it and we ran with it. And it ain't just in our culture, it's in every culture. But in America, no, the white people did that. You thought the slaves was, when we got some rights and we won slaves and shit, we used to mistreat our women. We took on that ideology of mistreating women. We more superior than a woman. We took that from our slave owners. You think we just learned that, huh? Okay, y'all, man. Trying to tell y'all, man. I know these motherfuckers out here trying to pretend that racism doesn't exist. Systemic racism is not a issue. It's not a real thing. Systemic racism goes back from, systemic racism is about generational of white supremacy. This is generational. Where this shit can linger down to even now. In 2025. It is dudes right now still beating their wives, beating their girlfriends, and shit like that. Because how they've been raised. Because what they've been taught. That shit is okay to do. Black people ain't have enough power in this country to have this thing of a lot of this evil shit that happens. We didn't have enough power to even have, like, this shit is okay to do. This shit been taught to us by the slave owners. To the white people that was oppressing us. This ain't no shit that we, listen, do y'all understand, my people? They stripped us from our language, everything. Listen, they stripped black people from everything, and they taught us everything that they wanted us to know. They didn't even want black people to learn how to read. Now we in 2025, a lot of black people can't, a lot of these black children can't read. You think that's a coincidence? You really genuinely think that's a coincidence? They never wanted us to learn how to read anyway. They don't like intelligent black people. They hate us. They can't stand us. So you think they want us to be educated, want our children to be educated, or us to teach them to educate our children? You really think that? Okay, man. Y'all crazy as a bitch. Okay. Keep believing in white supremacy. Keep believing it. Keep believing that shit. Give me a second, people. We'll be right back. All right, people, we back. Listen, man. I don't talk about this shit to make white people feel bad. Because do I believe every white person is racist, every white person is bad, or some shit like that? No, fuck that. If that's the case, then I should think all black people are bad, or every other race is just all of them bad. That's not what I'm saying. But the problem is that a lot of white people don't want to take responsibility for what their ancestors did, or what they keep allowing to happen. But some of them turn blind eyes to it. Well, I'm not doing it. Or I know my people, I know this person is racist, but they my friend, they my family members, they my blood. Okay, well, you're a part of the problem because you keep excusing it. You keep turning a blind eye to it. You make excuses for it. But anyway, let's move on.
A wheelchair.
Oh shit! Hold on, y'all. God damn it.
Left channel, right channel.
Before he ever learns how to walk, then he'll never use his leg.
What the hell? There we go.
And that's the issue. And this is why I think if you're going to talk about any form of disparity or any issues that we deal with being black, I think everybody on this panel knows that we're black, and we know that being black is different. It's a different kind of experience. But when we deal with that, it must be dealt in a way that's healthy. I don't feel that this is the healthiest way to approach these issues.
Well, listen, listen. The problem with it is as well, what nobody says about this, is that yes, black people, we got our issues, right? Got a lot of issues, right? The problem is that people that are not black Americans come over here and tell us about what we're doing. That's a part of the issue. The other part is that some black people start cooning and they hate themselves, and then they try to tell us we hate ourselves because we're doing bad, but try to ignore history because they're trying to make a buck. Nobody wants to talk about that. Listen, every person in the hood that does fuck shit, I actually can make an excuse for them that they don't know no better. But these same people that's sitting there talking to you on this panel, a lot of them, been raised right, so-called, I guess, right? And their method is, even for the good people that do good, because nobody's perfect. Even if you're doing good, I do good in life. That don't mean I'm perfect. I ain't gonna get everything right. I ain't gonna think I'm perfect. I'm better than everybody. They will go after people that they just disagree with on certain things. But you may got a lot of things more in common with that person, but you just disagree on certain things. And they will tear down that person. That's what a hater does. And I don't know why black people don't understand this. When it comes to Coons, they just haters. They hate black people. That's a hater. How you turn down everything LeBron James accomplished in his life? Because there's certain things, ideology, maybe a lot of the things you don't agree with him about. He's a great father. You don't hear about his kids getting in trouble. You don't hear about LeBron getting in trouble. But you just ignore that. You don't get to tear down people because they don't ideology line up with you. The problem is they're mad because they're not welcome to the so-called black people that they're angry about. They don't feel accepted. That's why they mad. That's why they're tear down on LeBron, because he's accepted in the black community. They're turned down to Dwayne Wade. They're turned down other black entertainers because they're accepted and they're not. That's the only reason this panel is even happening. Black fatigue? What is black fatigue? How's white people? How's even some black people even saying this shit and trying to use it? How white supremacists is using it against black people? Listen, I ain't never fatigued with my people. You know why? Because I come from the struggle. I understand how hard it is to get out of mind states that have been programmed in our head and in our communities. I've been through it. So I don't move around like I'm better than somebody. I don't move around like I'm scared of my people. Regardless if I know they doing wrong or good. I ain't scared to be around them. You niggas are scared. And stop trying to put that on other black people because you scared, nigga. Nobody's saying what a lot of black people doing that's bad. We agree with it. We okay with it. No. But we ain't scared. Let's move on.
Boyce, I'm gonna ask you a follow-up. I will ask you a follow-up that's a little bit, I don't want to go too far away from the black fatigue, but you analogize yourself to some degree that you saw George Floyd die and you could see yourself dying in the same way. I don't believe that. I don't think that's a fair analogy. I don't think Boyce Watkins.
First of all, you don't gotta believe that, Jason Whitlock. You've been a sellout to the black community for a long time. I don't give a fuck what you believe in. You a sellout. You don't get to tell another black man that I don't believe that you think that what happened to George Floyd can happen to you. Are you stupid? That's like telling me that. I seen it happen before. You think what happened to George Floyd was the first time black people ever seen that shit? Are you kidding me? You think what happened to Freddie Gray and a bunch of other black people that we seen that was national stories, Ahmaud Arbery, you act like we ain't never seen that before? The difference is that they covered it up and we didn't have social media back then, nigga. Social media wasn't available at certain points in life everybody could afford. Now everybody got it. Everybody got a phone. It's cameras everywhere. You acting like these things ain't never happened before. Listen, I always say this. You can't talk about some shit that you ain't never been through. Because what that means is you unqualified to speak about it. That's like me going to unless I'm going to a convention to learn some shit, right? Unless I'm going somewhere to learn something, I shut the fuck up and listen. But I'm not going to go there and pretend that I know something that these motherfuckers don't know what they doing in this convention. How the fuck would I know that? I'm there to listen and learn. How is Jason Whitlock going to talk about some shit he didn't experience? Of course you disagree. You kiss ass to racists. And the bad part about it, which I highly doubt, he probably ain't scared of the racists because he do business with the racists. Of course you ain't that scared. But I highly doubt that they put Jason Whitlock in this place. That's why he comes out and he does what he does. He knows he ain't gonna be no bigger than what he really is. You notice they ain't hired Jason Whitlock at Fox News? They let him come on, do a segment here and there. They won't hire him. You don't think Jason Whitlock try to get a position at Fox News? He actually worked for what's that, Fox Sports or something? That's the same shit. But after that, when he started going political, why they ain't hire him? Why you think they got rid of him? Because he did work at Fox, but not Fox News. But he did work at Fox, that entity. Fox Sports or whatever that shit is. That's all Fox. That's all Murdoch. That's all this shit. Why they get rid of him? Because he's not a trustworthy nigga. Nobody fucks with somebody that'll sell out their own people. Nobody fucks with people like that. I don't know why Coons don't understand that. You making your little paper, it's cool. It's cool. You got a little cars, little jewelry, but none of you motherfuckers can fool with me. I'm just trying to tell you. Let's move on.
That wasn't what I intended to say. Let's just be clear. George Floyd and I'm hearing you on that. I watched the detailed video of how Floyd was killed. Most black men would not die the same way. Remember, you're talking to the son of a police officer. I got best friends. I went to kindergarten with who are cops. I've seen the range. I've seen the corrupt cops. I've seen the good cops. I've seen everything in between. And didn't mean to jump in and interrupt you on that, but I'll say that, no, when I saw the way George Floyd died, I wasn't happy with the way George Floyd was eulogized or sort of elevated into this symbolic figure that's supposed to represent black people compared to Martin Luther King and all this other silliness that they did.
Ain't nobody do that. Damn, Dr. What happened to you, Dr. Boyce Watkins? Who you listen, we didn't treat George Floyd like he Martin Luther King. Are you fucking kidding me? He could have said Emmett Till or something. That'd have made more sense to me. Nobody treated, no disrespect to the George Floyd family. No disrespect. He ain't no fucking no Martin Luther King or Malcolm. Nobody compared him to that. Racist white people tried to do that. Listen, what happened to George Floyd was the last result. And we had COVID. Nobody had shit to do. George Floyd would have been just like Freddie Gray or anybody else that got murdered before him. Or even after him. Motherfuckers was home. They could pay attention. Even in the social media era, people still working. They not fully, real motherfuckers, they're not really, social media is just, it is what it is to a lot of people. It's like being home having a house phone. And imagine if you don't have a house phone back in the day, you ain't got no phone. You feel disconnected, right? It's the same thing with a fucking cell phone. In this times, it's social media. That's all it is. People feel naked. That's all. Listen, Nobody in the black community was like, oh, he's Martin Luther King, and we comparing him to Martin Luther King and all that other shit. He was just a symbol of what the fuck we was talking about. That's it. Nobody, listen, did you ever hear anybody say what George Floyd did good? I'll wait. Listen, and let me say this. It's no disrespect to George Floyd and his family. God rest that brother's soul. He sparked some shit. But ain't nobody talk about the good that George Floyd did. Anything that he did good for society. Nobody talked about that. From the black community. We ain't say nothing about that shit. Not a goddamn thing. So ain't no way you can say, oh, we tried to put him on the same pedestal or compare him to Martin Luther King. That's bullshit. Dr. Boyce Watkins, you should be ashamed of yourself, nigga. You should know better. What happened to you? Oh, I'm sorry, you on a Jason Whitlock show. So that already let me know you want some bullshit. What the hell happened to you, man? Nobody compared George Floyd to Martin Luther King. Are you crazy? And if they did, they were just as stupid as what you saying. Hell are we talking about here? And you ain't never heard nobody was like, oh, George Floyd, you know, civil rights, all this great shit. No, nigga. Nobody said that. He was just a different for change. You niggas, listen, let me say this. I love what people did with the George Floyd shit. I get it. I appreciate it. Colin Kaepernick did more for the culture than George Floyd. And no disrespect to George Floyd and his family. And rest in peace to the brother. But you see how you niggas, a lot of you niggas started cowering down the white supremacy. I got to go back to watch football. He actually stood for some shit and he was alive. But nobody has ever compared George Floyd to Martin Luther King. Nobody. Even the ignorant of a lot of black people, some black people did not do that. Are you crazy? You got to be smoking crack. It was just a moment in time where, as horrible as that shit was, it was just a moment of time. What comes with that, we had Corona was hitting, and the country, the world was shut down. And people actually paid attention. I didn't say I wish that, but if it would have happened, the Corona shit happened when Colin Kaepernick was doing what he was doing, maybe his shit would have been bigger than even George Floyd shit. Because if COVID didn't happen, and I'm being very honest about this, if COVID didn't happen, everybody would look at that George Floyd shit. It's like the same shit we have seen. No disrespect to the family. And that's real. Nobody can pay them fucking Martin Luther King. You got to be smoking crack. Let's move on.
That was 100% political. So you are correct. And in fact, if you look at George Floyd's criminal history, I can never identify with a black man who will put a knife to a pregnant woman's stomach. I'm not going to align myself with that. So to your point, what I can identify with is that I've known men who were not.
Let me say this. They said that George Floyd put a knife to a woman's stomach. Right? Okay, cool. That's fine. Did he get his day in court? Yes, he did. Okay, fine. People, it is plenty of people out here that does a crime. You remember the little white dude that killed somebody in a drunk driving accident. He's a real rich white dude. They made all the excuses for him. He actually kind of got off. And he turned around and did the same shit again. Nobody talks about that though. It's only when black people got a pass, that pass matters. Even if they died, they pass matters. But when it comes to white folks, they pass don't really matter. These niggas out here doing a movie about Jeffrey Dahmer, nigga. Tell me the culture, nigga. Tell me it's just black people. We came up, we wanted to have this out. We wanted to create this of Jeffrey Dahmer killing black gay people. And the whole time he gay his damn self. He a homosexual as fucking self. Are y'all fucking kidding me? But it's black people. The black people was the producers of Jeffrey Dahmer shit? No. They glorify serial killers, rapists, murderers, slave owners all the time. But they mad that a black man, George Floyd, had a past of criminal behavior and dealt with drugs in his life. And they mad because he sparked the movement. Which he really kind of didn't really spark a movement. It was already there. It was just that, like I said, COVID happened. And black people was like, fuck it, we out here, man. We ain't doing shit. Let's just ride. I wasn't one of them, but I'm just saying. I wasn't marching for that shit. And the reason I said I wasn't marching is because the times is different. I'm not disrespecting the people that do march. We do need that, but I ain't one of them. Nigga, listen, who being racist? Well, nigga, my money ain't going there. I don't have to be in the streets to show I don't fuck with shit. I take my money and not fuck with it. You got to hurt their pockets now. This is a capitalistic country. Nigga, I fuck you up on the money wise. You see what happened to Target? Shit got so bad, nigga, they call Al Sharpton. You fucking kidding me? Al Sharpton. Listen, a lot of black people, he our elders. We respect him for what he did. But Al Sharpton ain't been connected to the black community for a long goddamn time now. And they called Al Sharpton. Like shit was supposed to change. You got to be kidding me. Yeah. Did anything change? You know who got more backlash? And that was the crazy shit about Al. It was like, nigga, you ain't even talk to the community. You just go out there and just talk to these niggas. What? What are you doing? Fuck out here, Al. Talk to the people. You don't get to go make that decision no more, nigga. You don't have that power like that no more. But like I said, some of our elders, feeling themselves. That's what I say about a lot of older black folks get disconnected. And they act like, it's some respect. Yeah, we can give you respect, but you don't get to start making these decisions about our future without talking to us. Like you know more about our lives or our future more than we know. You don't get to do that. What the fuck? Like, we respect you, but nigga, hold on. And you ain't hear nothing no more. Al ain't said nothing, ain't nothing happening. Because a lot of black people made that shit very clear. Nigga, he don't speak for us. And the reason he don't speak, and it's not because we don't want him to speak for us. He don't speak for us because he ain't talk to us. You don't get to do that as a black person. You don't get to tell black people what we stand for. Then go sit down with these motherfucking racists and bigots and then tell us, you don't talk to us, but you go sit down with our enemies, our ops, and then tell us, come back and talk, oh, look, this is what they saying. Nigga, you ain't even talk to us. You ain't ask what we wanted. But you go sit there and you go take your ass over there to go talk to the racists. Nah, bro, Al. Listen, I respect my house. I respect what the OG has done for the black community. I respect that. It's no disrespect to him. But nah, nigga, you don't get to do that, bro. You don't get to do that. Like I said, and I keep saying, there's a lot of black folks that's elders that's out of touch. You don't get to do that. Fuck out of here. Let's move on, y'all.
Terrible men who made mistakes when they were young, who then spent 25 years in prison, and that was too much, right? So the disparities are real, but the George Floyd incident, not only was that an inaccurate portrayal of the experience of most black men, but it also didn't accomplish anything. It just achieved just enough symbolism for the Democrats to get their votes, and that's the part that ends up offending me. So my apologies.
Listen, this is what's offensive. This is what's offensive. That Dr. Boyce Watson, listen, I'm not a Democrat, right? And I'm not saying Democrats didn't use this to their advantage. I get that. Like, it's politics. I get that shit. I know about politics just like the best of them. Listen, the problem with that is, okay, cool. You're actually genuinely right. Right? The other part is, why are we sitting down with people that don't even give a fuck what happened to George Floyd? They sided against George Floyd. These are the same people. Derek Chauvin should be released from jail. You sitting down with people like this. You don't see nothing wrong with that. Listen, I get the Democrats. I get that. Listen, people, I'm not a Democrat. I get that shit. I get exactly what Dr. Boyce Watkins was saying. I get it. I actually agree with him. But nigga, didn't you go sit down with Jason Whitlock? The same people that was against his shit. They didn't help. Jason Whitlock didn't help. He didn't try to help fix police brutality that happened to black folks. This nigga criticized black people. Don't tell me about the Democrats, bro. I get it. I know what they are. But you sitting down with niggas, this ain't got nothing to do with the left. You sitting down with people that fought against us in this whole George Floyd shit. Nobody's saying George Floyd is a martyr. We saying that was the last result. We was tired. People was home. They had to pay attention to it. We get it. But don't sit here and act like the same people that you're sitting down with, having a conversation with, agreeing with, like they gave a fuck about what happened to George Floyd. I don't give a fuck about all that political shit to a certain extent. I don't give a fuck about his past. He died for nothing. He got murdered for nothing. So I don't give a fuck about all that political shit. And these are the same people that didn't give a fuck about that either. They use political shit too. The Democrats use some political things with the George Floyd shit. But the nigga you sitting down with did the same. He a part of a party, and him himself did the same exact shit. What are you talking about? Dr. Boyce Watkins, what are you talking about, man? Fucking ridiculous, bro. Let's move on, y'all.
No. Let I talk. My voice isn't nearly as important today as hearing from you all. Virgil, you go ahead and chime in here on the questions I've asked for so far.
Let me just say this. I could be wrong about this, but I don't trust a nigga with the name Virgil. That nigga's skeptical to me. A person with the name Virgil I'm a little skeptical about that. But anyway, let's move on.
Any reaction to any of it?
No, I think you're spot on. One of the things that I agree with what Anton said, and I think it was a really Chris Rock back in, I think it was 96 in his comedic sketch where he talked about you got black folks and then you got the N-words. And the N-words are always the ones who mess things up for everybody else. You go to the barbecue, everybody's having a good time, and then the N-words show up and then they wreck everything for everybody. I think that's more.
And let me say this. That could have been true back then. I probably would agree with you. The problem is that you so-called Negroes that actually give a fuck about the community and say you care about your people, you made it, and you separated yourself so much from the people, don't want to come back and help those same people. But then you get mad at it because they so fucked up, but you didn't help them. You didn't try to. You didn't come back. Everything fucked up there. I ain't gonna do that. Listen, my black folks, I've been on both sides of this shit. I've been in them streets, been amongst the nonsense shit that they talking about that a lot of black people do. Well, some black people do. And then I've been on the part of making it. And looking back, like, why is these niggas doing this stupid shit? The only difference is that I guarantee you, and this, I think, and I'm being very honest about it, this is the only reason I ain't rich. Because I can make it rich. I can be rich if I wanted to. Honestly. If it came to me, it came to me. I go off of, I'm spiritual. So I just go off of what real reality of what my circumstance is. I don't try to live above myself or below myself. Right? I live where I'm at. Where I'm in. Where I am. And whatever, because I actually believe in a high power. So wherever God put me, that's where I'm supposed to be. Listen, if I ever got rich, I wouldn't act like these niggas. See, some of these niggas, they got a little money, they live a little certain type of way, and they think they better. Right? I live both sides. I live where I was in there with the gorillas in the streets. Right? You know what I mean? In a bad way of gorillas, like, we was in that motherfucking, we was in them streets. Right? Matter of fact, scratch that, the gorilla shit, because racist white people, but I don't give a fuck about that either. But we was there with real motherfuckers that I got busy with. I've been around killers and all that other shit. I lived that lifestyle. But then I got outside of the lifestyle, so I seen something different. Right? And I didn't like evil. I don't like evil part. I don't like, I made it. I don't like a lot of this shit. So I choose to stay balanced. I don't like the shit that goes in the hood, so I stay balanced. I don't want to move away from my people, but I don't want to be too close to that fuck shit either. So I have to find a way. How can I help my people? And the number one thing is, you got to let go all that anger and pain. Because I'm going to tell you something what I learned. A lot of black people are still mad at other black people from that street shit. You hear them Chicago niggas, they always say, nigga, this shit is deep, nigga. They killed my cousin. They killed that. Nigga, that's street shit. That's street shit. Niggas die in the street, B. That's how that goes. The fuck are you talking about? When you get out the game, you ain't no street nigga no more. If you still in them streets, then I get it. But if you're a nigga that's trying to get out the streets and you out the streets, all that other shit you talking about ain't no peace and all that shit. He killed my cousins. It's hard for niggas. No, it's only hard for niggas in the street to not make peace because they live in them streets. Your cousin's gonna die. Your family member's gonna die. And you know what? The bad part about that is that you gotta blame yourself for what the fuck happened in them streets to your cousins and family members because you was a part of it. You're trying to blame responsibility on another black man for doing the same exact shit that you do. That shit don't make no sense. Nigga, you killed they people, right? You killed people that was close to them, and niggas killed people that was close to you. That comes with the game. The problem is you niggas don't have no morals. You niggas don't live on real street morals. And so now you want a lot of you niggas, especially some of you young niggas, you want to sit here and talk about, oh, he killed my mans, he killed my family members. Nigga, that come with the streets. You lose people in the streets, nigga. That's what happens when you get involved in the street shit. You're going to lose people. People going to die around you. That's close to you. Nigga was like my brother, man. He was my cousin, man. And then you hear niggas in Chicago talking about, oh, well, nigga, I killed my cousin. He the op. The fuck are you mad about then when niggas trying to push peace then? You was okay at seeing your own cousin, your blood die. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? That shit is delusional, stupid shit. And the problem is you don't have really no loyalty. You think you got loyalty. You don't. Listen, let me tell you something. Because I started this generation of this shit that y'all seeing. I was a part of that generation. Let me be real honest. Listen, if a cousin did something to me, personally, because it happened to me. I had a family member that actually did some shit to me. Actually almost died because of this motherfucker. Didn't know he was a family member though. Right? Later. I gave a nigga a pass for almost killing me. I didn't know he was my family. Almost killed me. My niggas, my true niggas, I fuck with, I love like that. They're my people. I gave that nigga a pass because I said, yo, that nigga gotta leave, yo. Because if he stayed in my city, listen, if he stayed in the city, I'm most likely would have killed that nigga. So that's why part of me, I understand the young niggas, but the difference is I gave a nigga opportunity. Nigga, you leave, nigga. And a lot of these young niggas, they know these niggas are their peoples. Now look, I've been out of the game a long time. I ain't mad at that nigga. My cousin almost killed me. I ain't mad at him. Fuck, I'm mad at him about that street shit. Get a nigga a pass. I had family members knowing I was going to do some shit to this nigga. They came to me, yo, so much money. Like my cousin at the time, he's big like that in the city. You know what I mean? And give like, nigga, don't do that. Like, you know what I mean? Because that shit would have started an all-out war between the family. Wasn't just no street shit. This was family shit. So I let this shit go. I told the nigga, I said, that nigga got to go. As long as I don't see him, he won't die. And I can't tell my niggas not to kill him. Because he almost killed one of my niggas. That's more family to me and blood to me than this nigga. I don't know this nigga. Even though he my blood. I don't know that nigga. But I still gave him a pass. Because of family. Because we were blood. So my whole point is to say this to the young niggas in the street. Listen, man. When you get out the game, you out the game. All that hate, I hate them ops. I hate that. They killed my mama, that daddy, my cousin, all that shit. That should go out the window. Because in the street game and that lifestyle, nigga, that shit is real like that. I get that. But when you get out the game, now that shit matters. None of it matters. None of it. None of it matters. You out the game. You can't be mad about some shit that happened. A nigga killed you. This and he walking around like ain't nothing. Nigga, if you did some shit to they people, like yo, what the fuck? Like the nerve of niggas. That like, oh, well, how this nigga get to walk around? How am I supposed to be cool with that nigga? You killed some of his niggas too. Your men's killed some of his niggas. His peoples. What are you talking about, nigga? That comes with the game. But when you out the game, you don't think like that. When you genuinely, truly out the game. Niggas keep trying to play like you still loyal to some shit that is like some fantasy shit. The street game is fantasy. It's reality, but it's fantasy shit. At the same time, ain't you? How you gonna be loyal to some shit that ain't loyal to you? Ain't no nigga in the street loyal to you. I got niggas right now, and I got in real street shit with. Nigga, we ain't cool no more. You know why? Because I'm out the game. And some of them still out the game, but they still thinking in that street shit. Thinking I'm still that nigga. I'm not that nigga no more. So you can't talk to me or approach me in a certain type of way no more. Oh, but the street shit, you was like this. Nigga, I ain't that. I don't fuck with friends of mine like I genuinely love and care about. That street shit is street shit, nigga. Nigga, I got family members I don't even hang around. They ain't my blood. Because, nigga, all they see me as a street nigga. Regardless, I've been with my wife for 19 years. I've been living my life good for over 20-something years. Got a daughter and I'm living good. They still see me the same. Like, you don't hang around people like that. You don't fuck with people like that. That shit is toxic for your life. But my point is to the young niggas. You niggas, such niggas in Chicago, you pushing peace. If you pushing peace, nigga, push that shit. But if you can't push it, don't push it. If you still an ignorant ass nigga, you just an ignorant ass nigga still in the street, don't fuck shit. Don't try to come here and pretend, oh, you know, I'm okay with the pushing a certain type of way these niggas killed. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. We all lost people in these streets. We all lost family members. I done seen cousins kill cousins. What are you talking about? You niggas, you Chicago niggas or new niggas, y'all acting like y'all the only person that been through the shit that y'all talking about? Are you crazy? Nigga, I am that I created you niggas I'm a part of that Fuck are you talking about? I'm a part of you niggas I'm a part of why you see a lot of these niggas in Chicago or Baltimore or a lot of these niggas how they act. I'm a part of that. I'm part of why they act the way they act. I ain't proud of it, of course not. But I'm a part of that. So any of you young niggas play with me like that, talking that shit. Well, he killed my mans and he killed my cousin. Like, nigga, please stop. You niggas, if you want peace, you want to get out the game, get out the fucking game. If you not, you want to still, like you niggas, still this, lord to that, then nigga, go ahead. Play that stupid game you play. I cannot be a nigga, I'm worth millions of, I'm worth, shit, give me $1 million I'm worth. I'm going to sacrifice that $1 million for some bullshit? That's on you, bro. Don't blame the OGs. Don't blame none of that shit. Because the street shit is the street shit. See, the thing is, you can't talk to me. Even the young niggas in the street, they can't talk to me stupid. I know. If you in the streets, you in the streets. If you not, it's what it is. They want to play both sides and shit. I'm trying to get out the streets. Well, get out the streets then. And if you're not fully out the streets, you'll be a, no disrespect, God rest his soul, you'll be a Nipsey Hussle nigga. Trying to play both sides. And I love Nipsey. You end up like Nipsey. Can't play both sides of this shit. You in or you out, nigga. That's the street shit. That's how that shit goes. I don't know why you niggas are delusional about that. We'll be right back, people. Give me a minute. All right, people, I'm back. No, listen. I always tell people, I'll be real with my people. You can't be a part of, listen, you cannot be a part of street shit. If you, listen, you can't have 1 foot in the game and 1 foot out the game. That shit leads to death or at least the people around you that get killed. That happened to me. I experienced that. I know that. The crazy shit about it, what happened to Nipsey, that could have happened to me. But the other part of that, what happened to Nipsey, playing 1 foot in the streets and 1 foot out the streets, he just got the other part of that. The other part is that you lose niggas. Innocent people get killed. That happened to me. So, like this whole notion of people sitting around playing with street shit, nah, you can't do that with me. Sorry. Let's move on, y'all. Oh, shit, god damn it. Hold on, y'all. Man, that shit went off like that. There we go. Where you going, back? Where you going?
Left channel, right channel.
Where you going? All right, people, I'm back. My bad. Where's she at? She upstairs? Okay. Hey. Oh, shit. She left. All right, tell her to let the dog in. She probably would do it when she come back. Anyway, my bad, people. All right, let's get into it.
Social media has done is it's really stripped away the veil of that reality. Chris Rock was talking about it in 1996, but what we're seeing now with the advent of social media is everybody now has a ticket to see the chaos at the picnic table, right? At the barbecue. They get a chance to see it firsthand, and they're sick and tired of it. It was Van Jones who coined the term white lash once Trump got elected. I think what we're seeing in social media is a black lash. It's actually blacks and whites who are getting sick and tired of every time they open up their social media app, seeing some breakout fight at a Target or something happening at a Carnival Cruise event where folks are arrested.
No, let me just say this too. When it comes to social media, I believe, my honest opinion, I believe black people, some of us, and it may be a little bit more than that, but I believe black people use social media a little too much. My honest opinion. You down there and then you snitch on yourself. Everything don't need to be on social media. Right? But the other part is with that. Did y'all hear, I think it was in Virginia, did y'all hear that a black brother, homeowner, was in his house chilling? Well, not chilling, but he was asleep. And 3 o'clock in the morning, some fucking three white teenagers decided to go and so-called do a prank. And they was kicking his front door in, and he shot them. He shot them. He killed one of them, and the other one he wounded. You know that brother is locked up? Was that black people's fault? But every time a black person does something, and I don't like this that black people always put everything on social media, but was that the reason that these white kids, these young white boys did what they did. They was kids. Did what they did. Teenagers, I'm sorry. Did what they did because of black people. Did they create that prank because of black people? Now one of them are dead. And the other one is that got shot. But it's a white child that's dead. Was that because of black people on social media? Like why are you trying to blame black people for what's going on? It's a society thing. This is not just listen, it's like the police shit, right? Yes, a part of it got something to do with race. But the other part, to me, I don't really care at this point about the race. I see any cop do anything wrong, nigga. That is a culture of policeness. How they police. That's a culture. They don't give a fuck if you black, white, Puerto Rican. They all do the same shit. Because it's a culture. Now you want to blame black people for what happens on social media. Are you kidding me? How is everything black people fault? Everything that go wrong is black people fault. We didn't did it all. We didn't create all this shit. We listen. They don't want to give us props for the good shit that we did, but anything bad, black people, think about it. Anything bad you do, we the problem. We fucked up. We fucked it up, people. All the bad shit happening in the country or what's going on in anybody's lives. It's the black community. But they don't want to give us credit for any good thing. Everything they want to give us credit for is always bad. Do you ever notice that? Do you ever notice that? Let's move on, man. Just a disgrace. He a black man, and he should know better of doing this. You don't give out people no credit, but every time something bad happens, it's black people's fault. We did it. We the reason shit happens. We the reason all the bad shit happens. When we didn't have control of the country, and we still don't. Because you a token Negro and ain't got. Nah, man. Let's move on, y'all. Let's move on.
You scroll your feed, and every time you see something chaotic like that, your immediate thought, whether you voice it out loud or not, is there go them, and followed by N-words, and you keep pressing on. I think it's real. I think it's a reality. I understand the desire to separate it from black culture or black people altogether, because not every black person acts like that. Not every black person is engaged in that kind of behavior. There are some of us who, the vast majority, who are dignified, and you're seeing because of, again.
But no, nigga. The problem is you are that token nigga that continue to push that narrative. Like they acting like this is new. I need people to understand this. They're acting like what he's saying is new. Or they seeing black people, they all of a sudden, this new word, we black fatigued. Nigga, that ain't nothing new. They just used the word, they used a different word. They never liked black people in this country. And this Negro is sitting here pretending we exhausted. Listen, let me say something to y'all, man. Do y'all understand that it was black people, right, that was being oppressed? And it was coon niggas like him. And it wasn't a lot of them. Like, you see a lot of coon niggas now, but it wasn't a lot of coon niggas back in the day. The shit got worse with coons through history. There wasn't a lot of us doing this sucker shit. But a lot of us getting oppressed. These people, coons like him, was okay for allowing us to be oppressed. Why y'all think that? Ain't nothing changed. It's actually got worse with Coons. Listen, our black people are not connected in the way we are because a big major part is because of people like him. Yes, we can talk about all the bad shit, the hood shit, the bad people that black people does. We can talk about that all day. That shit is, we all know that. That ain't nothing new. The problem is how big the Coons are getting. How they have more of a voice than somebody like me that actually give a fuck about our people. Think about that. That's the biggest issue. I don't give a fuck about this nigga blaming us. Nigga, you can't blame us for the behaviors of a lot of shit that we do, or like act like we 17% of the fucking country, bro. We 17% of the country. So we commit all the crimes, we fucking up all the culture in America. Bullshit. Listen, people, black people only had rights, just rights, for 100 years. And even in those times, from then to now, they are trying to do voter suppression on us so we can't vote and have rights and have a say. Think about that shit. And this nigga sitting here and he trying to pretend that somehow, some way, we in the wrong. This all black people. We fucking the country up. Okay, cool. What I tell y'all? When they gonna get to us? Cause see, we the real issue. They want to fuck with the immigrants and all that. Nigga, now they bullying down to us. And now they using people that look like us to try to discredit us. That's all that is. I told y'all, stop giving a fuck about immigration. All that shit is publicity stunts. If you read the statistics of a lot of shit and you educate yourself, it is more Americans that kill more Americans than immigrants. Stop focusing on that. But yeah, nigga, it's like, yo, if you live amongst people, something may happen to your kid that same person that did something to your kid look like you. Molestation. Do you know that happens more in a family that's a blood family member? That is your blood molest you or somebody in your family. But y'all just turn a blind eye to that shit. All right, man. Keep thinking this shit is all gravy. Keep thinking. These racists, they keep talking. Or these coons, they speaking for the racists, and y'all believe this shit. Do your history about sellouts. Do your history about coonery. Nobody's saying you agree with everything that black people do that do bad shit. But understand the coons too. How they gonna speak bad about the black people that do bad, and they are part of the reason why a lot of shit is affecting us. They don't want to side with racism. They side with the same people that affected them same bad black people of doing what they doing. Tell me how that works. How's they helping? They can't. Let's move on.
Social media, you get a first-hand view, you get a front row seat to the actual chaos, and that's what actually gets clicks. But I also think, and I'll be brief here, I also think we as a culture, as a group of people who see these kinds of things, have to bring shame back. and have to bring shame back into the culture as something that's a course corrective for bad behavior in culture.
We're living in a Trump era. He's doing crooked shit, bad shit all the time. You're not criticizing that. But black people, you gotta criticize and shame them. They don't have no power. They ain't nowhere to, like, you understand what I'm saying here? We gotta shame the black people. But it's a white racist with a whole administration, a whole party that's doing racist and bigoted shit. You don't want to shame them, but you want to shame some niggas that don't know no better, that been programmed and controlled by them same racist ass people. Let's get them in check. Not the motherfuckers that doing a lot of fuck shit that harms our people and others. We don't check them though. But we want to check the people that don't have no power. What fucking type of shit is that? Let's check them. Let's get in their ass. Let's make sure they don't do wrong. Because it's easy to check people that you feel beneath you or they on your same level. It's easy to do that. But it's hard to check the motherfuckers that's in power, that's above you and got power. You don't want to do that though. Yeah, okay. Trump doing what he doing, but you want to check some niggas that do wrong. Okay? And that only harms the people in their community. Trump is harming everybody, regardless of what race it is. But you don't care about that. Okay, cool. Let's move on, y'all.
We need to be the ones at the front line of saying that is ghetto, and we don't accept it, we don't agree with it, we don't believe it. That's not how we're wired. We need to do better.
First of all, nigga, if you still a grown ass man, that's 40-something years old, and you caught up with the technology that you say that you think you caught up with, calling people ghetto is bullshit. Who the fuck is calling people ghetto? I'm not calling no black person ghetto for what? They too much on that hood shit. That's what we call it. I don't know what the fuck you on talking about ghetto. That's a ghetto. The ghetto. Listen, let me say this too. Because you want to bring up ghetto. I know a lot of ghetto people that work 9-to-5 jobs. There's all the ghetto people that I know that work 9-to-5 jobs is bad. That they don't speak proper English or the way you think how they should conduct themselves. That them being ghetto make them the worst of society. Are you stupid, motherfucker? I got a niece that I don't fuck with. She got a fucking job. She now hustling and selling dope. And she ghetto. If you want to go use the word ghetto, she ghetto. Fuck that mean, bro? But like I told y'all, these coons allow white supremacy to stereotype us and then they use it. I told y'all, everybody in the hood ain't on that bullshit that everybody think. Listen, people, because I can speak the language of some hood shit with hood people. Don't mean I'm on some hood shit. I just know how to speak the language, baby. I know how to move amongst the people. That don't mean I'm on their shit. But anyway, let's move on, y'all.
And we need to, and we need not to be so frightened when others pick up on it. Whites, Hispanics, and other cultures pick up on that same kind of rhetoric, because it shouldn't be about being.
So let me just say this too. So we the danger. See the coonery? Black people, we the danger. We built shit for free. Well, that ain't for free. We didn't have no rights. We just built shit. Had no rights, and we built the whole fucking country. But now in 2025, we the ghetto motherfuckers. We the problem. We didn't benefit. We didn't benefit off none of that shit that we built. Our ancestors built. But we the problem. Now we the problem. I told you it gets back down to us. All you immigrants, all that shit that y'all, the gays, all of y'all, the women, the feminist women, all y'all act like it's about y'all. It's not about y'all. We done put y'all in the forefront of shit. Some shit. Oh, what we fought for. Y'all benefit more off of this shit than we do. The problem is we let y'all shine. We let y'all shine. We genuinely let y'all shine. We get our shit when we get it. But that main issue is not about y'all. At the end of the day, it's about us. This black skin here. They don't like that shit. They don't like that. You really, a lot of you minorities and immigrants and women and gay folks trying to, y'all really genuinely think this is about y'all. Okay, cool. They get down to the nitty gritty what they care about. Listen to these dudes. Don't ignore what they're saying. Even though they're saying bullshit, but don't ignore what they're saying. It's back down to black people. We the problem. You hearing them? We the problem. We the issue. We 17% of this country, but we the issue. All messed up things in society, we're the issue. Okay, let's move on.
Able to act crazy because of the color of your skin, you should be called to acting rightly and acting in a socially cohesive manner with the rest of society.
Shamika, I want to ask you this, and you can respond to anything you've heard so far, but I get the Chris Rock bit, and I get the argument that, hey, there's black people and there's ninjas, but it feels like black people spend a lot of energy defending ninjas, and while still trying to distance themselves from them, but it's like there's a part of that ninja culture that we all want.
Let me say this. That's corner retard. I don't try to separate myself from black folks. I don't do that. That's some shit that Coons do, or sellouts do, or they scared of their people. You know you got fucked up people in your family. You know you got a lot of our people fucked up, and they ain't all bad. Whether you do some fucked up shit that you don't agree with, that happens. That's every race. This whole notion that they try to tell black people we got to do some certain shit. But the shit that we all supposed to stay on code with, right? That's what they're fighting against. That's why they keep trying to separate black people from some shit, white supremacy and racism and accepting racism and bigotry. They want us to separate. That's what their whole motive is for the Coons. They want to separate that. They want black people to separate themselves. No, we can't do that. Nigga, is everybody you know in the hood is bad? If you it ain't a black person that comes from where we come from can say that. Yes, do some black people that we know made big mistakes. They might have been drug dealers or whatever, nigga, but a lot of them saved our lives. Like, what are you talking about? These are the same people that glorify slave owners. But they want to tell us, oh, the niggas in the hood, we shouldn't even care about them at all. But they care about slave owners that enslaved our people. We're supposed to listen to them, but they did things that constitutional-wise, they did. They own us. They owned our people, but we supposed to give them a pass because they created the Constitution or whatever this fake-ass democracy they talking about. But the black people in your community that you think that did bad shit, you know they probably did. It's a reason why they did it. Nobody want to take responsibility for it on that white supremacist side, that where they at, or why a lot of our people do what we do. They want us to turn our back on our people because they did wrong. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. And a lot of people ain't going to like this, even from the black community. Let me say this. The white supremacists helped create Diddy. They helped create fucking R. Kelly. Let me just say this. Listen, I know what R. Kelly did. I know what Diddy did. I don't condone it. I'm not glorifying that shit. But let me say something real clearly. Understand, these are the same people that's mad at Diddy and R. Kelly. They okay with Elvis marrying a teenager and having sex with a teenager. They okay with that. Or that, you know what they tell you? Oh, that was the times then. You think Diddy and R. Kelly did what they did, and they for years they got away with what they got away with because it was just about money? No, nigga, they got away with it because them white people allowed them to. Diddy got away with a lot of shit he got away with because of those racist ass pieces of shit white people that all of a sudden turned their back on him. They was doing the same shit Diddy was doing. Don't get that shit twisted. And I'm not here to defend Diddy. I'm just telling you, as bad as y'all think Diddy is, do y'all understand he didn't as much money and y'all all this power that he had. You know why he had power? Because of racist ass white people. And some of you racist ass Jewish people, you want to get, I don't agree with Kanye, but Kanye ain't totally wrong. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking out your mind? We gonna tear down Diddy, but there's still people in Hollywood still doing the same shit. Trump comes from that lifestyle. He comes from that. It was the Epstein shit. You know they ain't talking about Trump being part of the Epstein shit? You ever notice that? I'm talking about this new administration. Bitch trying to hide shit, talking about it got something to do with kids. Like you really care about kids. Please stop. You can block them kids off, block their names off. And say Trump was a part of that shit. But you doing it very carefully with the Epstein shit. Trump was a part of that. You mad at Diddy? People mad at Diddy. You pissed at Diddy. Now you got to be fucking kidding me. Listen, I ain't mad at Diddy. I don't approve what he did. I thought he was better than that, but we come to find out he ain't. But don't think this shit is all Diddy. Diddy only did what he did because of these racist ass white people. And that's real talk. And they don't never want to take responsibility. They'll just blame Diddy. He didn't have to do none of that shit he had to do. Let me tell you something. You give a black person all that type of money and power like that, what the fuck? And they ain't never had that, and they come from a certain environment, and you give them all that power like that, and you don't think that he gonna do that? You out your goddamn mind. And he been programmed for years. Diddy been programmed for years. His mom is a whore. Let's be real. Diddy mom's a whore. Niggas all shot. Oh, Diddy bisexual, he gay. Nigga, that always been there. What man you know keep kissing another man? You don't be keep kissing mouth, even kissing men on the cheeks. Nigga, what's that? Now let's be real, man. Diddy been fucked up. Yeah, that nigga money and power, and y'all acting like he, oh my God, can't believe Diddy did that. You out your goddamn mind. Diddy did exactly what he's supposed to do. And let me say this about, and I'm not trying to downplay a lot of these women that been through some shit, and it could be true. It's most likely true. They's going at the, who they going at the right now? They going at the what's his name? Fuck. They going after right now. They going after shit. What is his name, man? Smokey Robinson. They going at the Smokey. Nigga, you ain't never heard nothing about Smokey Robinson doing nothing. But like I told you, a lot of shit y'all hearing and these motherfuckers coming out and they talking about it now, nigga, that was okay back in the day. If racist ass white people are okay with slave ownership, and they keep bringing up, oh, that was the times back in the day. That's how it was. To own slaves and rape slaves. Can't we say as black people? You got motherfuckers keep acting like Smokey Robinson didn't receive racism. He couldn't eat in certain places. You keep acting like that. Just because Smokey Robinson some type of big motherfucker. No, nigga. Smokey Robinson couldn't eat in certain places. Okay? Yeah, he a victim to this racism shit. He got caught up. That's what he did. Diddy, all of them, they all got caught up. You get niggas money, that's what happened. It ain't no different than racist ass white people. You think these racist ass white people weren't doing nothing that Diddy did? You hear anybody talking about Johnny Carson? Johnny Carson raped some bitches too. What you talking about? Fuck y'all talking about? Y'all mad at Diddy. Yo, you mad at Lionel Richie. Are you fucking out your mind? Anything that happened back in the... Come on, man. Come on, man. Mind you, this ain't no new shit that's going on. This some shit happened in the 80s. These women coming out talking about, oh, he was doing this shit to me back in the 80s. Listen, and I'm not trying to downplay sexual assault. Don't get me twisted. Let me just explain something to y'all. Back in the day, they didn't give a fuck about women being sexually assaulted. And that's not a black thing. That is a man thing back in the day. Motherfuckers mad at old Bill Cosby did. What the fuck are you talking about? Back in the day, that's what they did. That's what they did. And like I said, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying if you gonna blame these black motherfuckers, it's a lot of them motherfucking celebrities back in the day did the same shit. I was just watching some shit. All these great actors they talk about back in the black and white days, a lot of them was racist. They hated black people. Nobody talks about that. He said when I was looking at this shit, they said, oh, when black people, when these racist motherfuckers died, these white celebrities, they died, everybody talked great about it. But they didn't talk about, and it's documented of what they were saying about black people. This shit is documented. Nobody says nothing about that. But now we only supposed to care about what we care about now. Listen, the motherfuckers, a lot of y'all allies did a lot of fuck shit. Just telling y'all that now. It don't matter what race you are. A lot of people you allies back in those days did a lot of fuck shit. They raped. They drugged women. That was the times then. When the white motherfuckers tell you that was a time, it was okay. It was the times back then how black people was enslaved. It's the same thing with rape and molestation and fucking young girls. That was the times back then. I told you, even in the 90s, the same shit. You motherfuckers act like I was tripping on taking Diddy's side. It's not taking a side. That shit was, even in my era, in the 90s, that shit was real. You think niggas was sitting there talking, asking a woman that got makeup on, looking older than what she looked, it's a woman back in those, it's party times. Are y'all crazy? And you talking about celebrities at that time, and I'm just talking about being a regular nigga. That happened to me as a regular nigga. You talking about celebrity motherfucker that got money in the world. Do whatever the fuck they want to do at those times. And y'all acting like, oh my God. Oh, they had some underage girls there. Are you kidding me? I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, stop acting like this shit is shocking to you. All of a sudden, everybody's shocked and appalled. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't believe Diddy did this. I can't believe R. Kelly did. Are you fucking out your mind? Sammy Davis Jr., all them niggas. You think of, what's the white boy name? Johnny Carson, all of them. Johnny Carson was a racist, bro. Johnny Carson was having sex with young girls, too. What is wrong with y'all? Who Hefner? Oh, he was a player. He was a player. No, he was having sex with underage girls. What the fuck wrong with y'all, man? Them times was different back then. And I'm not making excuses for it. I'm just saying those times was different. If we gonna blame the black people, we blame all of them. There's a lot of your favorite black celebrities that had fucked underage girls. I'm just telling you that. Let me be real about this. Even in the 90s when I was growing up, it's a possibility that I fucked an underage girl. Them times was different. Not saying it's okay or whatever. I'm just saying at those times, you young like that, you got low money, you got some shit going on, you popping. Yo, it happens. And then not just, listen, I'm not saying some shit was just rape. I get that. But some of that shit with these women, nigga, they was okay with that shit. Because they were fucking celebrity. They was fucking somebody that had some money. It ain't no different even now. See the same shit now. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? This shit is all a trend. It's an American culture, and everybody's sitting there and acting like, oh, I can't believe that happened. Oh, that favorite celebrity I fuck with, I can't believe he did that. Are you stupid? Are you fucking out your mind? Nigga, I grew up in an era. You didn't, listen, when you was at parties, and I threw big parties like that, listen, the same shit y'all acting like, oh, Diddy doing sex parties. Nigga, I used to throw them shits back in the day. What are you talking about? nigga. Anybody threw parties back then, you ain't thinking you trying to get some chicks that you trying to fuck? Are you out your mind? But just imagine a nigga that's bigger than you and 10 times bigger than you that got money that can buy sex. Like he good and he famous. Are you stupid? Are y'all out your goddamn mind? You mad at Diddy? Okay, cool. Whatever. And I'm not defending Diddy. It's just the point of you motherfuckers acting like you prudes now. You don't understand what the fuck happened or what happens. A lot of you motherfuckers are out here selling your body and selling shit now. Fucking any and everybody for money. You niggas selling your soul for money, but you mad at Diddy. Are you crazy? Hold on, people. Give me a minute. Not bad, people. I'm here.
Enough.
My bad. Oh.
Left channel, right channel.
Yeah, man. Like, listen. I'm not defending rape or people taking advantage of people. My issue is that people's trying to pretend a lot of this shit didn't happen back in the day. It happened. And a lot of that shit was normalized. And not saying it was right. I'm just saying the shit was normalized. That's why you have people in the family that your kid or somebody in your family get molested and nobody talk about it. They try to hide it. Like, what's wrong with y'all, man? Stop trying to act like this shit is new as what's going on. It's not new. Shit ridiculous. I'm not saying Diddy right. I'm not saying that. I'm saying stop acting like this shit is new. It's not. Fuck out of here, man. Let's move on, y'all.
Us. We want to know every rap song that denigrates us. We idolize every rapper that denigrates us. And so there seems to be an affinity and a natural instinct to defend ninjas at every turn. And that's how you end up with statues of George Floyd.
Let me say this. You notice that what he's doing? Oh, the ninjas and all that other shit. Let's call it niggas, man. All niggas ain't the same. Listen, people, I try not to use the word as much as I get it. But at the same time, here and there, I gotta use that shit because niggas like him try to pretend like you can't use the word. You don't want to use the word because you scared of that white person that you always allow you to call you a nigga. Let me just say this. Ain't a white person that can get around me and call me a nigga and there ain't gonna be no problem. I'm just telling you that now. I don't give a fuck if you're a friend of mine or whatever. I don't care. You can't use the word around me. If you use the word around me, we're gonna have a problem. If I know you or not, you ain't qualified to say that name. I mean to use that word around me. You're not qualified. And like I said, I give a fuck about my people like that Just because I let a white boy use the N-word around me doesn't mean that he can use that motherfucking word around other white people. I'm sorry, other black people. Because all black people don't know all black people. So why would I be okay with you using that word around me? And even if I did, I'll tell that motherfucker, you can't use, you can just use that around me, nigga, but don't use that around my people. Or even how me and you interact. You gotta watch your mouth. But the whole point is, come back down to the point. White people don't allow white people to use that word around you at all, even if they cool with you or not. And try not to use it around them. But anyway, let's move on.
This belief that, you know, he was just this harmless guy that got killed by Derek Chauvin. And so there seems to be a reluctance from black people.
He wasn't harmless. In that moment, he was. If you want to look at his past career of George Floyd, yes, you can say, oh, he wasn't harmless. But in that moment, that ain't supposed to happen to him. You're not God to take that man's life like that. They didn't. First of all, and let me just say this. This is that thing that they always try to go to. Oh, he wasn't a good person or something like that, George Floyd. When Derek Chauvin and them did what they did they know his background? No, they did not. They didn't know that he put a knife to a woman's stomach or whatever. They didn't know about him being a drug addict or anything like that. They didn't know shit. So don't miss me with that bullshit. Oh, he was this bad person or whatever. You niggas are talking or some shit now you know. But at the time when the shit happened to him, nobody knew. Even you, Jason Whitlock, and all you coons. You knew nothing. Nobody knew. I didn't know his background. We seen what we seen, though. None of us knew his background. Did it matter? In that moment, did it matter about his background? No, it didn't. And the bad part about it is you want to use his background. Jason Whitlock. So is it okay when we do know your background and somebody kill your punk ass for a reason? But they don't like you, they know your background? Is that okay? Huh? Don't give you justice. Or any person, any justice. They kill you. Any police officer, it's okay for them to kill motherfuckers. They ain't got to know the background. Because they don't know your background if they killed your punk ass. Would it matter? Huh? Would it be okay we sit here and we say, just say the police did the same thing they did to you as they did to George Floyd? Is it okay if I say, you know what? We actually agree with the cops. Yeah, they should have killed that nigga. He a sellout. That makes sense to you, nigga? No, it doesn't. And that's how I know you're a horrible individual. Because of the mind frame of you, how you thinking about that shit. It ain't okay, nigga. I wouldn't be okay if they killed you because I dislike you, I don't like you. We don't agree on nothing. I think you'll sell out. You think I'm okay with the police killing you because I don't like you? Or your ideology don't line up with mine? Is this okay, huh, Jason Whitlock? Are you stupid, motherfucker? Anyway, let's move on, y'all.
To distance himself from ninjas.
I agree, Jason. I think that what it is there's still this idea that we don't want white people to know what's going on. So there's this, not necessarily defending it. I know it comes across that way, but don't.
First of all, you stupid bitch. You sound stupid. Get this fake hair bitch out of here. How the fuck you real to the people, but you got fake hair in your hair? The fuck out of here. You still trying to look like you're a part of the community. The same community you hate, but you look like it. You try. I'm sorry, you woke up and try to decorate your face and your hair to look like black people, but you care about black people. Please stop. Listen, let me just say this. None of this shit they saying makes any sense. None of it. None of it. None of this shit makes any sense. And I want black people to understand about these hateful ass black people that hate themselves. You can't love somebody when you hate yourself. How you gonna love your people when you hate yourself? Listen, on real talk, I hated myself for a long time. All the pain, all the shit I've been through. How the fuck can I love my people if I hate myself? How can I love anybody when I hate myself? I've been depressed. I've been in these realms of hating myself. I've been there. How the fuck a motherfucker hate themselves? And they tell you, that, oh, I care about other people. How the fuck how that makes sense? You can't care about anybody else or love anybody else or have any emotion for anybody else when you hate yourself. I've been there. I hated myself. I know how that shit feels. So for these ignorant ass, coon ass Negroes say that they care about the black community. How do you care when you don't care about yourself? You keep blaming black people for your experience with the black community. And don't educate yourself. Yes, people, let me put you all on game. It is, I believe myself, it is more black people that did harm to me growing up, than white people. These are facts. I ain't got no reason to lie about it. I know that. Excuse me. But I know my people. I know my history. I know why some of the shit that my people did to me. And it's like I told y'all earlier. I said, nigga, why am I mad at another person that come from my environment that did what they did to me to be mad at them? I was a part of it as well. I was just as ignorant and stupid as they was. Why am I mad at them for the harm they brought? It's like the nigga I told you, it was a family member, cousin of mine that almost killed me. Nigga, I'm not mad at him no more. I'm okay. I got nieces and nephews and godkids, young cousins, my daughter. Nigga, I'm gonna teach them better. Nigga, and they don't even live that life. They don't go through none of that shit. So, nigga, I gotta teach them better. I'm not teaching them about no hood shit. I'm telling them how to move when you're amongst the hood. You know, you getting that hood shit. But I'm not teaching them on no street hood shit. First of all, it is a different from how I was raised. I can't teach them that shit. They don't even live that life. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. That's my whole that's my whole purpose. I don't want none of my fucking young cousins, nieces, nephews, godkids, or my daughter, or anybody go live that fucking lifestyle. Are you crazy? Listen, I don't fuck with a lot of my family members like that, nigga. But when I go around my family members, nigga, ain't none of that hood shit. I give my family that much respect, regardless of our issues. My motherfucking, we come together, nigga, ain't no hood shit. Ain't no nigga, listen, first of all, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Number one, ain't nobody gonna do shit to my people. And if you try, nigga, some people gonna die. That's how that goes. But nigga, I'll bring my motherfucking daughter around my family that live amongst that hood shit, around them anytime they want. I'll go around them, nigga. I ain't scared of my people. Yeah, they don't live certain ways I want them to live. That ain't up to me, nigga. That's up to them. But my people, we good. Nigga, we get together, nigga, we good, nigga. I told you, nigga, we might fight amongst each other. But nigga, we'll spaz on anybody. That's my family. I ain't gotta fuck with everybody in my family. My family ain't gotta fuck with me. But nigga, we good. Our kids is good. Ain't nobody gonna play with us like that. And if you play with us like that, nigga, we go that route. That's how that goes. But we don't raise our kids that way. It was this crazy shit. I was having this conversation with my cousins and them. Like, yo, our kids is different, nigga. They don't move like the nigga. They ain't go through what we go through. And it's on purpose that they don't get raised the way we do. But we still try to put that shit, you're amongst the people, though. You're amongst the shit that we going through. It's a different generation. I get that. But y'all ain't like that. Y'all ain't got to be in that hood shit. Your parents ain't that no more. Yeah, we used to be that, but y'all ain't that. Leave that shit alone. And that's the crazy shit about it. You leave that shit alone. That street shit. Nah, nigga, you can't do that, man. You ain't raised that way. Stop trying to be a part of that shit. You don't want that street shit like that. You don't want to have the nightmares I had. You know how many years it took me? I'm gonna be real. You know how many years it took me of nightmares that I don't have anymore? You know the crazy shit about it? When my daughter was born, I stopped having nightmares. It took my daughter to be here for me to stop having nightmares. My shit broke me. The hood broke me, nigga. But you don't sit there and glorify that shit. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't sit there and glorify that shit. It's the hood, nigga. That shit bothered the shit out of me, man. I was broken. I've been broken from the hood for a long time, bro. And listen, I learned a lot of shit. A village taught me shit. I'm who I am because of the hood. Part because of the hood. Whatever part, nigga, the shit I know and I learned and who I am morally as a person ain't no hood shit. It ain't got nothing to do. A lot of that ain't got nothing to do with the hood. Who the fuck I am, nigga? Listen, I was like I said with my cousins and shit. They was saying that, nigga. They said, "Oh my god, I can't believe." It was like, "Oh, Kenny lying." They talking about me. Family was like, "Oh, I can tell them, nigga, my daughter's different, nigga. She's not raised like motherfuckers. Like I don't raise her the way people think I raise her, nigga. You hear me? You be like, oh, he a hood nigga, he blah blah blah, nigga. I don't raise my daughter like that. You crazy? I be real with her, but nigga, she not raised like that. My family thought that shit was a joke too. They go talk to my daughter. It was like, oh yeah, we hear it. We get it. My daughter don't sound like none of that shit. She moved different, nigga. I raise her different. I make sure, but at the same time, I keep it real with her. You know what I mean? But I tell her, you ain't me. You better than me. I tell my daughter every day she better than me. My daughter's automatically better than me. And people try to sit there and listen. That's what I do as a parent, right? That come from struggle. I can't tell everybody how to do that, go that route. But every day I tell my daughters, you better than me. You don't get to, you can't do that. You can't do what I do or be a part of what I was a part of. Nah. That shit is hurtful and I hurt people. Do you want to hurt people? My daughter tell me, no. Okay. All right then. Well, you can't be like me. You can't be who I used to be. You got to be the better version of me. And a lot of times people don't, a lot of parents, no disrespect no other parents and shit, but a lot of parents don't tell their kids that. Nigga, don't let your kid be you. I disrespected a lot of people. So, anyway, let's move on.
it exists. Let's not pretend like this is real. Shh, let's keep it quiet because there's this idea that it'll make all of us look bad. I agree with Virgil when he says it's time to get back to shaming them. It's time to shame those, for me, in the grocery store, in their bonnets, in their pajama pants, in their being loud, in their not carrying themselves with dignity and class the way I'm used to my grandparents.
But it's not to do that shit because the technology is different. There's cameras everywhere. And listen, I know I'm on social media too, but it's a way how you speak to our people. You don't try to embarrass our people. Yeah, we need to tell our people the truth, but it's a way how you do that. And I believe a lot of our old niggas, we this old shit that how we talking, we being real. Like, nigga, no, listen, they live in a different reality that we live in. You can't talk to these young people like that. You can't tell, oh, yeah, they doing some shit wrong. We know that, but it's a way you do that. And the problem, reason that you think that it's okay for what you're doing because you're not connected to the young folks. So then when shit go left, you like, oh, I can't believe this being destroyed. No, nigga. It's a part of how you're not connected to them. You're not connected to the young folks. You think your old ways works. Listen, I'm an old school nigga in a way, right? I've been raised by old school niggas. But I understand the youth. So some shit, nigga, I just gotta do differently. I can't do that shit away how I was raised. Or what worked for me. That's all I'm saying. To our elders, like, stop this shit. You hear her talking about, oh, we gotta tell them this, but it's a way you do that. You can't talk down to them like that, nigga. Like, you can't do that to them. They already, listen, I'm gonna say this to the young niggas, y'all may get upset at me, but let me be real. Y'all have very, very low self-esteem about yourselves. And you might be saying, Ken, you tripping or whatever. No, nigga, I've been around a long time. And I'm telling you, I ain't on no old school shit. I'm just telling y'all got low self-esteem about yourselves. That's why y'all react to shit the way y'all react to it. This is real talk. I love the young people. Nigga, I always fight for y'all. I always put y'all first because I think y'all the future. But y'all don't have no pride about yourselves. And that's part of because of us, because we fucked y'all up a little bit. But the other part is that you don't want to learn. Y'all think y'all know everything, and y'all don't. And it's bad because a lot of us, we fucked it up. When a real nigga like me get in front of y'all and speak that real shit, you ignore me and you push me away because like, oh, he's just a part of that generation. Hey, nigga, I ain't, listen, I'm a part of that generation, but I'm a different nigga in that generation. Because I ain't fuck with a lot of these niggas in my generation. You need to recognize that. I'm a different nigga. I ain't no fuck with a lot of these niggas. I never like to be controlled. And I understand it about y'all. Y'all don't like to be controlled. Y'all don't like niggas preaching y'all, telling y'all shit. But at the same time, you do got to listen to your elders. I wouldn't have made who the fuck I am right now and lived as long as I live if I didn't listen to a lot of my elders. I just took a lot of what they said, and I merged that with the shit to how I thought I was supposed to move. Some of y'all gotta understand that. A lot of the young folks, y'all gotta understand that. I love y'all, but y'all gotta understand that. Let's move on.
And great grandparents carrying themselves. We have to start calling it out. But as you are well aware that when we do that, we're told we're Coons, we're Uncle Toms, we have sold out. That's the idea. And every group of people has a lesser group, like we understand that white people have white trash. The thing is, though, they don't go around authenticating themselves according to the white trash. And that's what we do as Black people. If you don't.
Well, man, you doing the same shit that you saying that Black people shouldn't do. You turning down your people. You're saying that Black people shouldn't be doing this, but you're doing the same thing. You telling Black people we shouldn't do that. We should learn from that. Learn from these white people, right? But you're doing the same thing. You're turning down your people, even the bad ones. Or you think that's bad. Because all our people that you think that's bad ain't bad. Shit happens. Shit get fucked up. We make mistakes. You in a position that you good right now. And you may not make them same mistakes no more. Or you never been through it. But you don't get to tell everybody they can't make mistakes. They can't fuck shit in life, or we all dealt with on systemic racism and hateful shit, that we can't make mistakes. You can't tell our people that. That's the issue. You don't get to do that. Let's move on, y'all.
Have a certain amount of hood or degeneracy, or if you don't celebrate it in some way, they'll say you're not real. You're not keeping it real. You're not authentic. You're not a real Black person. And I think that's
Hey,
what the
man,
problem.
hey, man, I never questioned that you ain't Black. What I'm saying is you don't get to talk down to your people. Listen, I just said what I said about a lot of our Black folks that do fuck shit. But I guarantee you ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm a sellout. You know why? Because at the end of the day, even though I say what I say, these are the same niggas I will interact with because I live amongst the people. You don't, man. That's the difference. Stop acting like we on the same level. You're not. You get called a sellout for a reason. Listen, I want everybody to understand this. I'm not saying everybody got to be in the hood doing everything that I do. I'm just saying it is a certain level of this shit to understand that everybody in the Black community, it's not going to live up to your expectation. But you don't give up on your people. You don't do that. You don't tear down a whole community because a few certain people. You don't do that. And that's what she's doing. Oh, they're not listening to me. You think every Black person in the hood is listening to me? Are you stupid, lady? Nobody in the Black community is always going to listen to you. I just kept trying. Remember what I told y'all? I know my purpose. When people don't know their purpose, they say the shit that she just said. Oh, they should be doing this and they should be doing it. Nigga, my expectations are any of my people. If you're doing good or bad, my expectation is, nigga, hopefully you listen to me. See how that goes? I don't have this high expectation of my people to listen to me. My people gonna do what they gonna do. Like I said, if you ain't never felt cornered as a Black person, I don't know what the fuck she talking about. You can wear that hairstyle of Black people all you want. It don't matter if you can't connect to your people, regardless if they do good or bad. I love my people, and I'm not scared of my people. And I'm not saying everything that my people do that y'all see is right. It's not that. And I will criticize it. But the one thing I won't do to try to pretend that my people is the most evil. That's not happening. My people is not the most evil in this country. Listen, if black people enslaved other people in this country, then we can talk about it. And until then, you can't tell me my people is racist. You can't tell me my people is more evil than your people. And I don't give a fuck who race it is. And until then, you can't tell me that. I'm going to stand by mine. All that bullshit you talking about. Let's move on, y'all.
Is because they actually try to use that to legitimize the rest of black people, and that's really silly. I love the whole Chris Rock thing, and I'm glad Anton brought that in because that's what I was thinking. There are black people, and then
they are non-intelligent people. These are black people that are sellouts and coons that's talking about Chris Rock. Nigga, we don't even fuck with Chris Rock like that. You know how many black people say, you know what? It was okay that Will Smith smacked the shit out. Once we start getting the details about it, yeah, we ain't like what Will Smith did. We was upset about it. But when we start figuring out what Chris Rock was doing behind the scenes, and I put that out there what that bitch ass nigga was doing. We was like, oh, hold on, bro. Fuck that nigga Chris Rock. And that nigga been selling us out for years. He let motherfuckers, he sat around white people. You bring Chris Rock up, okay, man. You bring him up. Chris Rock is the same dude that sat in front of white people. I forgot the white dude's name. But he was using the N-word like he wasn't nothing. Fuck Chris Rock. How the fuck you allow a white man to come in your presence and say, nigga this and nigga that over, and you say it's comedy. Nigga, it's blackness over comedy. Or whatever the fuck you do, your occupation in life. Whatever your occupation is, nigga, we black first. And you don't let nobody disrespect your blackness. But you, oh, I'm a comic first. Okay, fuck you, nigga. And so, and listen, and like I said, we knew all the other shit that happened. I put that out there. Will Smith supposed to smack the shit out you. We was all mad at Will. Yeah, Will shouldn't have did what he did. But hey, am I mad at Will? Hell no. I ain't even mad at Will for the reason that people mad at him for smacking the shit out of Chris Rock. I ain't mad about that. He's supposed to smack that bitch ass nigga. And any of his Chris Rock brothers, you get upset. Tony Rock, all of them, fuck you too, nigga. I stand on that. Yeah, Will supposed to smack the shit out of that bitch ass nigga. I get it. You want to fight for your brother. I get that. That's you stand on that. But at the same time, your brother wasn't shit either. He was the same nigga trying to fuck Will Smith's wife when they was going through some shit. You don't want to talk about that, do you, niggas? Do you, Tony Rock, you bitch ass nigga? Or he smacked my brother. Nigga, listen, I'm going to tell you one motherfucking thing. If it was a nigga I was close to and he tried to do that to my wife, nigga, I smacked the shit out of him too. The fuck you talking about? You niggas is goofy. Playing around and shit. Listen, I ain't in the Hollywood shit, but I'm just telling you, I ain't mad at Will Smith. Shout out to Will. Because everybody thought Will was a pussy ass nigga. Oh, he wouldn't have smacked another comic like that or whatever. I don't give a fuck about you niggas. You niggas got enough respect for Will where you don't disrespect them like Chris Rock did, would you? Okay then, shut your bitch ass up. You wouldn't have did what Chris Rock did. So shut your bitch ass up. You wouldn't have did none of that shit. And if you did do it, then if Will smack you, he smack you. The fuck you talking about? And you can do whatever you gonna do. I'm about a comic. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. This is man shit. Yeah, this wife ain't shit. You know I got off on Jada, nigga. I got off on Will. I don't like that Will allowed that shit. But at the same time, I ain't mad at Will for smacking the shit out of Chris Rock. Fuck out of here. Nigga, you don't do no shit like that, nigga. Listen, I understand they open relationship, all that shit, nigga. The fuck out of here. But like I'm saying, nigga told you years ago, stop disrespecting my wife, and you keep doing it. And you keep doing it. You keep disrespecting me. Nigga told, listen, people keep acting like Will didn't tell this nigga to stop doing this shit years ago. He had a problem with it. What, mind you, Will and him was friends. Listen, listen. As far as the sexual shit, I don't know nothing about that. They might have been fucking around. I don't know. I don't care. I didn't give a fuck if Will is bi. I don't care. He gay. I don't care. You play around my wife like that, and I keep telling you to stop that shit, and you keep doing it. He been telling him for years, stop that shit. Or disrespecting. I'm gonna fuck you no comment, nigga. You supposed to be my friend, my wife friend. And you do that? And you gonna do that shit? Oh, nigga, you supposed to get smacked. Smack the shit out of them. And like I said, and this is the problem with bitch niggas. If you ain't willing to cross that line, nigga smack the shit out you, nigga. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Ain't no nigga gonna smack me. Listen, and what I mean by that is, if a nigga smack me, nigga, oh, all hell breaks loose. He let a man smack him and then go on tour and make money off of it. Fuck you, nigga. I don't respect that. All you niggas that want to side with Chris Rock, I know you saying that Will did what he did, that was fucked up or whatever. Are y'all okay with a nigga smacking you in front of the world and you do nothing? I don't give a fuck about no fucking job, nigga. I wish a nigga would smack me, nigga. I wish a nigga would smack me in front of... Nigga, are y'all serious? I wish a motherfucker would smack me. You smack me in front of my people. Win or lose. Even if you smack me and I can't win or I lose. I win or lose. You smack me, nigga, we fighting. You can't just smack me like that. Fuck wrong with y'all. Oh, them niggas, they mad at Will because Will smacked the shit out that nigga. And then it was like, oh, he can't do that to me or whatever, but he smacked shit out of him, though. What'd he do? He did nothing. Nobody smacking me, bro. Fuck wrong with you. No grown man is smacking me. Listen, you may just walk away if a woman smack the shit out you in public. I get that, in a sense. Right? But another man smack you in public and niggas acting like, oh, it's the nigga it's the motherfucker that smacked the motherfucker we got the problem with. You ain't do nothing about it? Nah, man. Ain't no man smacking me. And I don't give a fuck what position I'm in as a black person. You don't get to smack me, nigga. You can't smack me. I don't give a fuck what position as a black man I'm in. I'm out the streets, nigga. Ain't no motherfucker can smack me. And unless you got a gun in my motherfucking face and said, nigga, I'm gonna smack shit out of you. Unless that happens, I can understand it. But if a motherfucker smack you, ain't got no weapon, nothing. He just come up and nigga, are you crazy, man? All right, whatever. Chris Rock is a bitch, and he was a bitch. He made money off of him getting smacked. He a bitch ass nigga. Nobody trying to hear that. Fuck out of here. You don't let no motherfucker smack you, bro. Nigga had no gun or nothing. Fuck a reputation. You don't listen. And I said this shit, and I was wrong about this shit with Will. I was mad at Will. Listen, I'm mad at Will because it didn't look good as black people. I get that. But at the same time, nigga, Will couldn't smack me, nigga. Will Smith, and no, it ain't just Will. Ain't no man smacking me. I don't give a fuck how big you are. You smack me, nigga, we fighting. You just gonna have to whip my ass. Real talk. You not smacking me like that. You better have a gun on you pointing that bitch at me for me to be like, all right. That make more sense of backing off. But I don't give a fuck how big, strong, or who you are, nigga, or you know, whatever's going on, like whatever it is. Nigga, you can't smack me, bro. And that nigga let him smack him. You niggas mad at Will Smith. Will, do what you do, man. And like I said, and the same thing, and motherfuckers like, oh, Kenny, you gonna let that go? Nigga, the reason I let that go is I'm not on no bully shit. You know, I don't like bullies. But the thing about that was that Chris Rock he was on some bully platform that he was doing on the comedy shit where he can keep disrespecting his wife and disrespecting that man's life. Nobody thought about that. You can be a comic and bully too. And he kept doing that shit. And we'll smack the fuck out of him. Fuck around with y'all, man. You ain't gonna keep letting nobody disrespect you like that. And it's the same motherfucking dude. It's factual. Chris Rock tried to fuck Will Smith's wife. You know, they had that open mind shit. The fuck are y'all talking about, man? Don't ever get that shit twisted. The reason I don't fuck with Chris Rock is because, not because he got smacked, because the nigga's a coward. I understand the Hollywood shit, and that nigga did what he did. You know, Will did what he did. I don't fully agree with it, what he did, but I ain't mad at him. He smacked the shit out of that nigga. You don't play with nobody's family like that. You don't play like that. Like I said, where I come from, you get killed. So it's different from me. Now, he lucky he just got smacked the fuck up. That's real talk. You don't play with niggas' family like that. Even if that woman is a hoe, you don't play with a nigga family like that. That's real talk. All them niggas, they keep talking or whatever they talk. Nigga, you don't play with nobody family, bro. And that's what Chris Rock did, and he got his ass smacked up. And he wasn't even built like that. Cause listen, nigga, Will Smith couldn't smack me, nigga, miss. He could have whipped my ass. I don't give a fuck what it is. You could whip my ass. Nigga, you ain't smacking me like that. You ain't smacking me, bro. Even if I'm in the wrong, you not smacking me. This is real talk. Ain't no niggas. You smack me, nigga. Oh, we on. Ain't no coming back from that. Nigga, oh, do you understand that? Oh, nigga, I wish you would do some shit like that, me. Nigga, listen, we ain't good no more. Listen, first of all, if you my nigga, right? Let's be real. This is my words. You my nigga. If any of my niggas ever put their hands on me, we not friends no more. You my enemy. That's how that goes. So imagine if a nigga smacked me. Right? Nigga, if you did that shit to me, nigga, we ain't no coming back from that. Cause ain't none of my niggas ever put my real niggas, even niggas I don't fuck with no more. Ain't none of them niggas ever put their hands on me. Ever. That's my real niggas. They ain't never did that. They ain't never put their hands on me. And I ain't never did that to them. Nigga, please. That's why it's always you can fix and squash shit for me, you know, later on. But ain't none of my niggas ever put their fucking hands on me. Not my real niggas. Now, and I got some niggas that bully me and I had to fight or whatever. Them niggas, I don't fuck with them niggas. They not my niggas. And I grew up with niggas like in childhood. Them niggas not my niggas. If we fought, nigga, you not my nigga. I'll be respectful or whatever, nigga, but we ain't never gonna ever be close. You put your hands on me, I had to put my hands on you, nigga. We ain't family. We ain't good. We ain't never good. Ever. I want to make that shit very clear. My niggas know that. Like all my niggas, even if I don't fuck with them right now, nigga, I say I don't fuck with them niggas. It's not big. You think that shit is all just because we morally ain't good? No, it's not just that. Nigga, we not good because and I even say that. Listen, my people always good with me, because niggas, they ain't not put their hands on me. I got abused when I was a kid. I get the shit beat out of me about shit. I got shit fucked up with me. I got abused when I was a kid. I got bullied when I was a kid, but I got abused by my family. My mom and shit like that. My mom used to beat the shit out of me. She used to abuse me. So I got this thing about me that nobody get to abuse me when I got some type of power. You know what I mean? So, nah. And anybody fuck with me, nigga, anybody in my family, they know that. Or niggas that generally fuck with me, and if I don't fuck with them now, they know that. We good, nigga. As long as you don't put your hands on me and I don't put my hands on you, nigga, we good. We good. Listen, and I'm just only talking about niggas I grew up with. It's different when you're talking about street shit. That shit is different. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about my niggas. Or people that I say, you know, people that claim that they fuck with me, they, you know, and I don't fuck with them. You know what I mean? But you ain't put your hands on me, no shit like that, nigga. We can squash that. We can squash the beef. You know what I mean? We can squash the beef. I just be hoping a lot of my niggas and people that change. And sometimes they don't. And it's okay, but I be hoping for it. I keep fighting for it. You know, but you know, they not, you know, shit ain't the same. You know. But ain't a nigga put their hands on me. You put your hands on me, nigga, we ain't good. My niggas know that. That fuck with me 100. They know that. Nigga ain't no comeback from that shit. All my niggas I fuck with that's really real like that. Like, nigga, we can fix some shit. Like, we mad at each other, whatever, nigga, but we good. If it took another 2, 3 years or 10 years or something like that, we can fix some shit. We good. We can fix it. Because of some fat nigga, they ain't never put their hands on me. And I ain't never put my hands on them. So we good. But anybody put their hands on me, nigga, ain't nothing. We can't come back from that. That's from family or anybody. You don't get to put your fucking hands on me, man. Like I told you, I had motherfuckers that I got abused when I was a kid. You know what I mean? I got very abused when I was a kid. And I got bullied and shit too. So you mix that shit with bullying and being abused, and you mix that shit together, yo, that shit'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? And I say that's with me. That shit fucked me up. It fucked me up as a kid. It should hurt. It fucked me up. But so I never let nobody abuse me or abuse my daughter or abuse people around me or bully anybody. Nigga, that shit, it can't happen. It can't happen around me. I'm sorry. That shit not gonna happen. I always tell people, you gotta respect that of a motherfucker. Like, yo, you don't allow nobody to hurt you. You know what I mean? People did shit to you, and then people do change. I get that. But the problem with that is that if motherfuckers don't acknowledge what they did, then what the fuck are we talking about? It's like me. I tell people, I hurt my people. I did wrong. If anybody that I did wrong, right? Let's think about this. If I did anything wrong to anybody that I grew up with and I brought home to, and they said, I need to hear an apology from you. I need to hear this shit from you. You know what I mean? Kenny, blah, blah, right? Nigga, I will apologize to them. I will do that because I know that that's not who I am anymore. But at the same time, nigga, I hurt people. I don't get to like turn that off because I'm so good, I'm doing good shit. No, I hurt people. When I was out there, when I was in the streets, I hurt people. You don't get to turn that off. You don't get that like you better than some motherfucking body. The fuck is wrong with people? You hurt people. When you was out there, you brought harm to people. It's all good now, nigga. You all good now. Everything is all good. We good now. Again, because you good. I'm just speaking on me. I'm all good now, and I'm all good. I treat people good and all that shit. So if somebody say, nigga, you did me wrong, some shit that was wrong, I'm supposed to ignore that? I'm supposed to act like that shit don't matter? That's bullshit. I did wrong to those people. Whoever fucked up and whoever mad about that, nigga, I gotta make amends. I don't get to sit there and act like, oh, nigga, well, this just, this is how we was in the street. No. Yeah, that's how I was in the street. But at the same time, you hurt people. And I know I did. I know that. And I can't tell you the full story about everything, but I'm telling you, I know I hurt people. There's always niggas play games and shit like that. I don't play no games. Take one second.
And what social media has.
Okay. We out here, man. There ain't no social media, none of that shit, man. When listen, can I say this? And I'm gonna leave it as this. Because I'm gonna hit people behind the scenes, hear OBF behind the scenes. Listen, when you love somebody, man, when you genuinely about that shit. I've been about this shit with OBF for all my life. When I say all my life, for the last 10, 15 years. I say 10 years. I've been about this shit. I got no reason to lie to people about who the fuck I am, nigga. I'm always out here, nigga. I can lose everything every time I speak. There was some real shit that I found out. Like, nigga, if you really about that, nigga, I can lose everything on the social media shit. Because, in the social media shit, I say some shit, motherfuckers can tell, oh, well, Kenny said some shit, and they send that shit at my job or whatever. Nigga, do that. I'm good with that. I'm fine. I stand on business. I don't hate nobody. See, that's the thing. I don't hate nobody. You can say whatever the fuck you want about me. I don't hate nobody. Ain't nobody that ever fuck with me or ever mad at me, or if they mad at me or whatever. If anything happen, nobody can ever say I hate somebody, because I ain't never hated nobody. We may dislike, we may see some shit, we don't agree, that's fine. But you can't ever say I hate somebody. Nobody can. Nobody. So I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit people care about. My point is this. At the end of the day, listen. As black people, we gotta stop doing this shit because some coon ass niggas like this I'm talking about, they acting like we less than. We gotta act like these white people. So that means that we gotta act like that. No, we ain't gotta act like shit. We black, bro. We the culture. We are the fucking culture. And I want black people to understand that we the fucking culture. How the fuck is a coon gonna tell a real black person, and even if you do some shit in your life that's fucked up, how's a coon gonna tell a motherfucker that's doing some fucked up shit in their life how to change their life and do better? How can you do that? Because first of all, you can't have a conversation with me if you're a coon. You can't tell me how to do better in my life, nigga. I'm already doing good. I'm already doing better than you. So how the fuck you gonna tell another black man or a black person how they should do in their life? None of that shit makes no sense when you selling us out. But anyway, leave your comments, hit that like button, support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world. Listen, man, I'm gonna hit my people behind the scenes. I'm gonna hit y'all behind the scenes. I'm out, man.